Brought to you by Usual Suspects.
It's the Find a Boxer game, and we looking for the big fish. Purchase your box for a chance of winning $240. Here's how. 1 out of 48 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping, $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address, and your box number will be sent to you ASAP.
UsualSuspect6.com.
This time, each box will cost $10. That's right, I said $10. Remaining proceeds will go to the LDBC meet and greet, August 9th and 10th.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
When we standing on business, I'm
Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no
when we standing on business.
Brought to you by Usual Suspects.
Say a couple of 100 yards down the road, I gave myself 50-50.
UsualSuspect6.com.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm sick of worrying about lit cars. I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
When we first hooked up, he wrote on a slip of paper, I need money. I said, shit, me too. And we started making it together after that.
To live is to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe blows you.
Come on, everyone. Keep healthy, keep healthy. Come on, everyone.
Shop UsualSuspect6.com.
Now it's time to be dangerous. Now it's time to get risky. Now it's time to truly find out what you're made of and what you could achieve. Now it's time to truly find out how many lives you can impact. Now it's time to find out what you were destined to become.
I might swing to the left, might swing to the right, might pop my key, get the great state of Texas. I might swing to the left.
Hey, what it do, man? It's your boy. 503 line, man. Hard hitter sports and entertainment. The Lone Star Dripper. Texas Dripper, man. The Sixer. Shouts out to the entire boxing community. Shouts out to the LDBC, man. What's cracking with the fight world? I am your host, and you already know how we get down on Sundays, man. This is Usual Suspect Sunday. This is the podcast, the recap, man. We're going to get into a lot of hot boxing topics today. If you are in the building, please smash the like button, please. Smash the like button, please. Get in the chat if you can. Type in the chat, please get in the chat, engage in the chat, man. Let me know how y'all feeling today. I know a lot of people probably on the move. It's Sunday, fun day, man. If you're passing through, just smash the like button. If you're feeling the show, if you're feeling the stream, if you want to support, smash the like button, share the stream. You already know it's the Usual Suspect team. You understand me, man? I hope everybody is having a good, safe, and productive weekend out here today. Once again, man, great weekend of boxing. Boxing has been on fire, man. Boxing has, um, you know, boxing has been doing this thing as of late, man. 147, man, the welterweight division is once again back cracking. And guess what, man? We didn't have to wait. The great thing that I like about the welterweight division is we didn't have to wait for this division to get back cracking, man. Boost Ennis, once again, man, it's a pound for pound fighter. That's right, a pound for pound fighter, man. He's out here doing his mother effing thing, and he putting belt to ass. And yeah, man, and he taking names, man. He taking names, man. Shouts out to Boost Ennis. Shouts out to Philly. Shouts out to Jersey, Atlantic City, the East Coast, man, the tri-state area, man. Y'all got y'all one in Boost Ennis, man. Y'all got y'all one in Boost Ennis, man. And this coming from a southern player. You understand me? Y'all got y'all one in Boost Ennis. I'm not gonna hold you. That boy good. that boy out there North Philly, he good, man. He good. And it ain't no way around it. Yeah, let me get in this chat real quick. I got my brother Jab Jamboree in the building. He say, yo, I'm gonna be on the way in a second, pulling in the driveway now. Bet, bro. Take your time, man. Salute to the lovely Cameron Fields, Big Cam in the building. Always coming through showing love. I appreciate you, Queen. Big Tone Brown in the building. Kano Loco in the building. My boy D-Man, Dope Man in the building. My Texas brother is in the building. Salute to D-Man, my motherfucking guy. Shaquila in the building. Kano Loco in the building. My boy Kano Loco say I was off by 1 round on my prediction. Yeah, man, you almost had it, man. But guess what, Kano? You gotta be quicker than that, baby. You gotta be quicker than that. You see the motherfucking video that my big brother made. You gotta be quicker than that, big dog. You understand me? Gotta be quicker, man. What's going down with the KG? I got the good doctor in the building. How you feeling this Sunday, brother?
What's going on, Five? You know what I'm saying? What's up, chat? You know what I'm saying? Another day in paradise, man. It was a good night of fights. Not a dud. Not a dud.
Yeah. Look, KG, I got see, salute to my brother, man. He got me drinking this fancy schmancy ass water now. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see this nigga got some new water that I ain't never seen before. So yeah, man. He one of them bougie niggas, man. He
look,
like
look,
nice
look.
shit.
Look.
Yeah.
I'm regular old deal park today. Regular old deal park.
Oh, you got you some regular degler? Okay. Yeah, man. Shit, yeah, every time I go up in the store, man, I go to the water section. I'll be like, damn, man, I wonder if KG would drink this shit. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about my boy with the water, man. He always got the fancy smashy ass water. Salute though, man.
Waikiki and Eternal Life, man. Eternal Life.
Oh, D-Man. Yeah, D-Man say what kind of water, man? I normally go for the alkaline, bro. Like, if I'm gonna buy some water that I'm gonna drink personally myself, bro, I'm gonna always go alkaline, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got the Essentia. This is the Essentia right here. This is the alkaline water. So I know KG fuck with that alkaline. So
good clean water. You know what I'm saying? Clean it up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Get them pH balances on point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, man. Salute to everybody coming through, man. Y'all get in the chat, show some love. Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. If you're on Smoke City, if you're on my page, do both. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the homie J Bar in the building. I see you coming through, bro. Appreciate you, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, homie, and check us out, man, and give us some feedback. Let us know what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. KG, you came in shooting from the hip per usual. You said the card was not a dud, man. Let's let's talk about this card, man. How did you feel about the Boost Ennis and staying on this card, man? We had some pretty cool fights on this undercard, man.
Not even just the main undercard, Five. The undercard that we saw on YouTube or wherever the fuck it was broadcast at, but at the same time, those were good fights because they had stoppages there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had stoppages all throughout the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to be straight up. So, and the only on the main card, the only decision that we had still was a damn, you know what I'm saying? Raymond Ford still outclassed his opponent. Still was getting to it. You know what I'm saying? So it was an action-packed unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? I know it was mostly one-sided because his opponent was gun shy, but it was a good show. Like through and through, the night turned out to be pretty good. And the main event, you know what I'm saying, just topped it off.
Yes, sir. The homies say, matter of fact, I'm drinking the same water you drinking. Okay, yeah, man. Get you some of that good H2O up in you, man. I'm forewarning y'all right now, man. Y'all need to go ahead and start drinking plenty of water before the meet and greet, because it's gonna be hot as motherfucker out there in Vegas. It's like, what you say is 120, 115?
It's gonna be 3 digits, between 115s and 120s. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't already properly hydrating yourself, I feel sorry for you. Because I ain't helping nobody. Nobody. Heat strokes, heat exhaustion. Hey, I'm stepping over you, and I got to get to the inside where the AC is. Hey, this comment that Conwell just put up here. He said Stephen Shaw with the spectacular knockout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put a dark cloud over that by saying I was asking for Wilder to fight him, and what if the same thing had happened? Because this dude came in, Stephen Shaw came in, and he fought like a shorter man with the chip on his shoulder. But it wasn't more so the chip on the shoulder. You know what it was, Five?
What?
Opponent came out with a strong ass jab, but in that instant second, Shaw saw that when every time he threw his jab, that bitch dropped down. So Shaw said, "Know what? I'm going to be first because I know he's going to be lazy with the jab when it comes. So if I go over top, and when he throws it, as that bitch is coming, I get to throw over the top with the other hand." So it was, it like he wrote it out because, like I said, old boy was strong. He had a strong opponent in front of him, but old boy, he was fighting like he was a smaller man. The big nigga, he was fighting like he was a smaller man trying to chase, you know what I'm saying, race across the ring and try to be first. And I'm like, you got the reach, the height advantage, you need to set the tone. But he allowed Shaw to see the laziness in the jab and capitalize on it in a short period of time. They
flatline, bro.
When he woke up, Five, the man was trying to get up because he didn't know what was going on. He thought he was in bed and an alarm clock had went off, and he was then getting ready to wake up that morning to get ready to go to the fight. He's like, I gotta go to the fight. They were like, no, bro, the fight already happened. Stay down. Just stay down. You gotta check it out. He ain't know nothing that was talking about.
Yeah, he Stephen Shaw knocked that motherfucker into yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He knocked him right after the weigh-in. The nigga was like, hey,
yeah, bro. He knocked that nigga out until last night, bro. That shit was vicious. Man, matter of fact, salute to Big Shot Shaw, man. Yeah, that's one of the homies right there. I got a lot of respect for Shaw, man. He getting it out the mud, and he is another heavyweight that's in the process of rebranding and revamping his career. And I think Big Shot Shaw is doing a hell of a job. You know what I'm saying? And we got to salute fighters for being willing to kind of, I wouldn't say hustle backwards, but kind of, you know, take a fight that's probably not on your level of superstardom and be willing to sacrifice your ego for the better good of your career and for the better good of boxing. And I think Big Shot Shaw and Wilder, they displaying that right now. Like, they really going back to the trenches and getting it out the mud for real. So salute to Big Shot Shaw, man. He definitely is cranking the pressure up in the American heavyweight landscape. And now I think Wilder is gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, he gonna have to come with some shit, because Big Shot Shaw, he letting you know, bro, like, if y'all do come across one another and fight, bro, that shit is gonna be epic, man. Yeah. Salute to Shaquilla Field. She say hard hit. Appreciate you, Queen. D man say under the ropes though. God damn. AM collecting data says Ennis versus Fundora.
That's at 54. That makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of loco. I stayed up to see him sleep, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, we had ran that in the backstage, man. You know, Red put it on for us. So salute to Red for highlighting Big Shot Shaw, because a lot of people did not know Big Shot Shaw was fighting, man. But he definitely, in my honest opinion, man, he definitely deserved knockout of the week. that shit.
That's gonna go down as one of the knockout of the year candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, deservingly, right? You know what I'm saying? Deservingly so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That shit should be viral. That shit should have 100,000, 300, 400,000 views on it, man. Big Shot Shaw should go viral, because I ain't seen nobody get knocked out like that in a while, man. He brought me back to the old Wilder days. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Big Shot Shaw, and salute to my boy Kano for bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. You always, you know what I'm saying, ripping for your guys, man. I got my brother.
Yeah, it's 503. You ain't understand, did you? Y'all know them. No, let me stop. Let me stop.
Kano, salute to number 7, man. You know what I'm saying? We got my brother up in here though. Act Wayne, Act Reacher, Mr. Comic-Cons, Mr. Jab Jamboree, one half of the Act and R show, man. Y'all be sure to go tap in with my boys on Saturday mornings. We did a good one yesterday with the middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? What's going down with it though? Act, how you feeling today, man?
Oh man, ain't nothing, bro. I had to do a little running around and joint. Just got back in here. It took me a while to load up the computer and stuff. So yeah, man, it's cool. What we building on, champ?
Well, you kind of came. I came in a little bit late in the backstage party. How did you feel about the card overall? Because Friday, you know, your twin, the hater, was saying that it was gonna be a
real funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. It was still only those 2 fights for me that I was really emotionally invested into.
Which ones?
Raymond Ford and Thomas Matisse, and and of course Boots and Stayonis, you know. But it wasn't a bad card. I was flicking back and forth anyway because of Pro Box, because of course me and Kano do our show on Saturdays too at 4, True Spills. And Kano, he definitely had to remind me that Big Shot Shaw was gonna be on the card. So I was kind of flicking back and forth to make sure that I caught it. So I kind of was watching 2 boxing programming in one night. So yeah, I didn't get to really catch all the rest of the card, but I got to catch the fights that I wanted to see. So I guess that's all that really matters, you know. But it wasn't a bad card. It just wasn't a stat card. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was a stat. I still feel how I felt on Friday about it.
Okay. We gonna get into the undercards, man. I want to ask y'all about the undercard fighters. Real quick, salute to my brothers Raven Nation. He say Ennis versus Norman or move up to 154. No one checking for Barrios. We gonna get into that, Ravens Nation. If you stick around, my boy, we definitely gonna talk about this. My boy Condo Loco say Conwell next week, man. As you can see, I do got Conwell in my thumbnail, and he coming next week. I got that in big bold letters so everybody can see. You know what I'm saying? My boy coming next week, man. We gonna be looking forward to seeing Bad News Conwell next week, man. On the co-main feature with Gabriella Frondor, man. You know, that's Act New Boo thing right there, man. That sweet poison. You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all just throwing me? Why am I the little brother y'all just throwing the scraps to? What's going on, man? I never said that.
Act, man. We just care enough about you, man. We want to play home.
Hold on, no. I thought you liked Latino girls.
Bro, I ain't say I liked her.
He do.
Sweet poison ain't good enough for you.
Now he want to play dumb. Now he want to play dumb like I was out here repping her just because y'all gonna listen to Joe Townsend.
She's the
I'm
olive
listening to
oil
Joe
design.
Townsend.
Yeah, Jazz, she loves him. She loves him.
Oh man. Okay, man. We got the 4 correspondent in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's going down with it all, fella, man? My co-host is in the building. What's good, bro?
What it do? What you saying? What it going? It's your favorite yet your most hated all fella back for another one. As usual, suspect Sundays. You know what I mean? Big up to Mr. Texas Drip, 503 line. Big up to the usual suspects. Big up to everybody up in the chat. Smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right, it's a usual suspect thing. And yeah, I overheard the conversation. I mean the discussion and the question that you brought forth about if the card was it really that? You know what I mean? And no, the card wasn't stacked on paper, but what I can say, it was a fun card to watch. It was a card where you got to see fighters that you might not have known before. It was a card that felt like it was an FBA card. It was a card that had the atmosphere. To me, the atmosphere was lit. The ambiance was grand. The setting was perfect. And the cherry on top was the performance from Boots. So, all in all, I think it was the card from top to bottom. It was, to me, it was a success. It was a great showing, even though that wasn't the biggest names on the undercard. Even though there may not have been a heavyweight fight on the undercard, another championship fight on the undercard, it was a fun card to watch.
Yeah.
Straight, simple, and plain. Right.
Okay, man. Let's break some of these fights down on the undercard. I'm gonna come back to you, man. What was your thoughts on the American Olympian Omari Jones, and how did you feel about my man Ray Ford? And if you got to see the Uzbekistan fighter, he was very, very emotional after his fight, because something about his daughter passing away.
Yeah, his daughter passed.
Ain't he French? Ain't he a Frenchman? I thought.
Nah, he's from Uzbekistan.
Oh,
yeah.
Uzbekistan.
I'm
Okay.
really mad they brought that up because they did that to get a reaction.
Yeah. I don't know why. I agree.
As soon as you said it, then his face fall apart. He wanted to start crying.
He
I'm
wasn't
like, why
even.
do that?
Yeah, that was kind of classless.
You know what I mean? You see, he got emotional behind it and stuff like that.
I know, but the ambiance of the whole event and the fans, they recognized what the man was feeling.
Yep.
And they applauded him immediately. Applauded him multiple times. It was a beautiful thing to see. Man's been through a lot. You know what I mean? And then putting on a performance like that, an impressive performance. I didn't know that. This is what I'm saying when I introed earlier about fighters you might not have known about before. I never knew about Giasov like that. Yeah, I seen him. I seen his name in the rankings, highly rated in certain sanctioning bodies, but I never seen him fight.
Right.
Now that I seen him fight, I legitimately think this man's a player at welterweight. I legitimately think he's a problem, not even a player, a problem at welterweight, the way he goes to the body. His balance, his ring generalship.
Right.
He has some great some of those Uzbek boxers do have a great boxing technique.
Right.
In a classic Eastern European style, but he's just not straight up and down. He subtly moves his head, moves his upper body. But what most impresses me about him is the target into the body. Yeah, Giasov, he's gonna be a problem for guys in the welterweight division. I really think he put his name definitely as a statement to the rest of the welterweight champions.
Let me ask you this: is this guy? He is highly ranked, and is he highly ranked in the WBA or the WBO? Which sanctioning bodybuilder is he going for?
If I'm not mistaken, he's I think he might be the IBF.
Okay.
That's why shout out 7-8 earlier. He had Brian Norman Sr. on the show for a little quick interview and whatnot. And Brian Norman Sr. was alluding to the fact that they probably looking at Giasov next, which Eddie said in a press conference. In order for the fight to happen, this unification fight to happen, Giasov got some step aside money. Right. So he's supposed to be he was supposed to be promised the winner of the Boots Stanionis fight. So we'll see if he'll accept some more step aside money. But if not, I don't think Giasov's a bad, bad little opponent for Boots. I mean, he's not no walk. He definitely ain't no walk in the park.
Right.
And based off because Stanionis disappointed me. He hella disappointed me. Him and his little imp trainer.
Yeah. We gonna get to that. Yeah. Talk to me about the other fights like Omari and Raymond Ford.
Raymond Ford looked hella sharp. Sharp to the point where he boxed his opponent into survival mode. But it was a survival mode we're not accustomed to seeing. I mean, because he was still trying to come forward, Matisse. But what people might not understand is that coming forward was a safe spot. Being really real inside the pocket with Ford was a safer spot than being mid-range or on the outside. So to me, it was in his best interest to press forward and try to be up in Ray Ford's chest. Well, Raymond did a clinical job. It did kind of get a little boring at times. In the later rounds, you would hope that Ford would find the combinations and the creativity to get Matisse out of there, but Matisse was fighting negatively. I mean, once again, he was fighting to survive, and it's hard sometimes. It'd be hard to be getting guys out that are looking to survive like that and not opening up to fight.
Right.
So, great performance, and look forward to that potential matchup with Sugar Nunes, which is a championship fight. Omari Jones, I really couldn't take much from that fight, being that it was so short, other than the fact that he landed a beautiful counter body punch. That pretty much sealed the victory. But we all knew what that guy came for. That guy was the quintessential, the definition of what an opponent is. He came in with a white t-shirt on, bro. A plain white t-shirt. I don't know what it was with some of those brothers. I ain't gonna be specific with the red light on, For some of these brothers coming in the ring with a plain white t-shirt on, you know what time it is. Like that's a no-no. That's a bad omen. You asking for your t-shirt to be pressed with your own face on it. And that's what Omari Jones did. I mean, gave the nigga a free shirt. But I land the plane on that.
This nigga, oh, I feel crazy, man. He had his shirt ready to be pressed. Goddamn me. Let me say this before I go to the other brothers, man. I'm gonna get my quick little cook real quick. I like Raymond Ford. I like Raymond Ford's performance, man. He was very, very patient, poised. He did his thing. He boxed beautifully. He's right in position to be a champion again. You know, he didn't try to force the action. He didn't get into any stupid situations where he could get caught with a right hand. Because make no mistake about it, Matisse is a very powerful fighter with a good right hand. He's from Ohio, and them Ohio boys, they just know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So salute to Raymond Ford. Hopefully, Sugar Nunez goes to Japan and gets this belt. I know that's gonna be a fight that we're gonna have to pick in a couple more weeks. I like Omari Jones. Omari Jones is being fast tracked, not on the level of Keyshawn Davis, but he's being put in a whole lot of fights. Like Omari Jones is going at a pace to where by the end of this year, he might have 4 to 5 fights. He might be 4-0 at the end of the year. He might be 5-0 at the end of the year, because rumor has it Omari will be coming back in June to fight on the Hitchison's card in New York with Boy George. So I like the pace that Omari is going at. If he can get to 10 fights or maybe 9 fights in 2 years, he's going at a damn good pace. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be a problem at 147, 154. I feel like he's going to be the future of that division. And like Conwell was saying a couple of weeks ago, man, that dude is a big deal in Florida. Real big deal in Florida. So I seen a bunch of fighters go to Florida. You know, I know Teofimo did good in Florida. He, you know, let Act tell it, you know, he's a Broward County baby. He's not a Brooklyn baby.
He's from there, bro. He didn't fight in the amateurs in New York.
Right. So Omari Jones might be the biggest to come out of Florida if Eddie promotes him right. And I'm gonna say this about Eddie, man. I like the way Eddie Hearn has been moving. I'm not gonna lie. I know Cadillac Red was doing a lot of hating on Eddie Hearn on Friday, but Eddie Hearn is moving in a good way. You know what I'm saying? The way he's moving his fighters in America, the way he's promoting Boots Ennis, Raymond Ford, Omari Jones, Shakur Stevenson, Zakeem Moses, that's Shakur's little cousin. I'm not gonna lie, man. That starting 5 that Eddie Hearn got of them black fighters, he got him a pretty strong lineup. I gotta give it to Eddie. He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Salute to Omari Jones, salute to Raymond Ford, salute to Moses. Salute to the other little Latino homie, the Cisco kid out of Jersey. He got him a knockout as well. He fought on the prelims with Zakeem. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Hearn is he doing good work for these young boys. I'm not gonna lie, man. I know Eddie Hearn gets a lot of flack. People be talking ish about him, but the way he's moving Boots, and I want to say this too. I know that Boots Ennis went to the PBC, and we're gonna get into Boots Ennis. I know Boots he went to the PBC. He got on some good cards. He got on the Tank card, the Clarissa Shields card. You know, he was doing his thing. But Eddie has made Boots Ennis into a superstar. Eddie has made Boots Ennis into a pound for pound fighter. Eddie did that, not the PBC. Eddie got him these fights with Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the boxing Karen for the second time, bringing Boots Ennis back to Philly, putting him in Wells Fargo, fighting Avanesian. Eddie did that. The PBC did not do that. So I got to give Eddie Hearn his credit for what he's doing. Real quick, before I slide to the rest of the brothers, let me catch up in this chat, man. Y'all is saying a lot. Salute to the homie Dirt Gang Boss. Queen 71 say Ohio looking sus right now. Damn, 503, was your mouth out later? What you talking about, bro?
He said, because you saying Eddie is a good promoter, so he's saying wash your mouth out later.
Wash my mouth out later? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what he's saying.
Damn,
you know D-Man country. You know he can't. You know.
Damn, Eddie Hearn not a good promoter to you, bro?
He a hater, bro. You got you talk about me.
I was at him from early this morning, 5. You know what I mean? I sent him a picture in the chat of Boots. You know what I mean? Hugging Eddie with his arms wide open and Boots jumping into his arms after the win.
Salute to Queen. She said, "Are we not picking the Conwell fight next week?" Yeah, Queen, you gotta read the chat, baby. Read the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Are we picking that? Is there even a point? Because we know what's gonna happen.
It's not on.
No.
Say that one's too easy.
Who?
No. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Do I got that picture for next week? Those are the fights that we picking next week. We got Sweet Poison, Fundora, aka X Future Wifey, and we got Ben Whitaker and Cameron. Those are the fights we picking. No Conwell. Y'all be trying to pick these niggas that y'all like. I know what y'all be trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're trying to do, Queen. It could go to a vote because I know y'all want to big Conwell up any way y'all can, because he do need the promotion. He needs the promotion real bad. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the homie Gregory X in the building. Okay. I think that's everyone in the chat. My boy Kondo. Queen 71 say we could have put it to a vote. See, Queen, you should have said something last night.
Oh Lord, really?
I'm gonna keep it real. It ain't no point.
Okay, Act, it's on you, my boy. I'm gonna save KG to take us home on this undercard topic. But yeah, how did you feel about Omari Jones, the Uzbekistan fighter, Raymond Ford? Man, how did you feel watching this undercard, bro?
I'm gonna start with the Uzbekistan dude. I didn't get to catch all of it. I caught the tail end of it, but that dude, he impressed me. He impressed me, like with the body work and things like that. I think he got a bright future in the welterweight division. I'm pretty sure if we didn't talk about him already in the Akinaz show, when we tear him up, he probably gonna get a good rating by the brothers. Sorry about the situation with his daughter. He promised his daughter a world title. It seems like all of those dudes over there get the IBF shot. Like they always take that route. I mean, Boots got 2 belts now, so he kind of now is going to be if somebody don't jump on board right away, he's gonna have to honor mandatories and stuff like that. So this is gonna really show me, like Boots honoring his mandatories if he's gonna end up fighting that dude, because I think he is ranked in the IBF. I think I just checked that. I think Steels is completely correct. So I don't know if he's gonna, so I don't know if he's gonna have to honor that real quick. But I would like to see, the Uzbekistan dude against a lot of the other elite dudes. I definitely could see him doing his thing against a lot of these other dudes and mixing them up. Because welterweight ain't really crazy. It ain't 154. You know what I mean? It's just the champions as far as I'm concerned. So, you know what I mean? Then
I will argue and say it might be a little bit better than 54 right now, man. Because
that's a lie. No.
Yeah,
wow,
no.
No,
you out of your mind.
You
out of your
right
mind.
now. Straight day tripping, my nigga. Stop.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
How's it? How is it better?
Let me tell you. I'm about to tell you, bro. Because 147 has better storylines, bro. 147 is heating up. This shit with Brian Norman and Boots, this shit is like a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I seen people on Twitter. I ain't gonna say no names that's in the community, that's in the culture, talking crazy. I can't wait till we talk about that Boots stuff. But yeah, we'll say.
Yeah, I'm just saying. The only reason why I say 147 might be a little bit better, bro, is because of the personalities at 147.
Wow. Who has personality, B?
Yeah, like I'm with Steele's 100% with it. Who
Bro.
got personality? Boots at the post-fight press conference. I love him to death. He not a good talker. His dad. I don't know what it is about niggas in my bracket. But
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got Boots Ennis. Listen. Boots Ennis comes from a boxing family. His brothers boxed. He boxed. His motherfucking little nephew boxed. The daddy was a fighter. Same thing with Brian Norman, bro. Daddy was a boxer. He boxed. Like that storyline, bro.
Give me a new story.
All right. You a king.
That's all of this generation.
That's all the talk for him.
All right, check. We got you. You got that. You got that. What's next? What we got after Boots and Norman in 147? Because I'm trying to say, I'm trying to
talk about the guy that y'all just talked about that y'all, you know what I'm saying, has problems. There's a problem. Boom.
Okay, but you saying it's deeper than 154. So give me some more stories, my nigga.
Listen. See y'all taking my words and running with them, bro. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying that 154 is a trash division. What I'm saying is 147 is starting to become a little bit more interesting, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard because 154 has a deeper pool of fighters. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no good storylines at 154. The best storyline at 154 right now, bro, is Keith Thurman.
How is he the best storyline?
Because he's the only one talking shit.
Who bro, you saying that and nobody at 147 is talking trash, bro. You didn't watch that post press fight,
bro. Did you not just did you hold on? Did you just not see, bro? Hold on.
They dad's been talking shit.
But you see
they talk shit though, bro. Brian Norman Sr., Bozy, they talking shit. It's a better storyline, bro.
Who does it conclude with that? It concludes with the Suns.
Nah, bro. Nah,
yeah, you know that.
Just like niggas love Bill, just like niggas love Bill, and Bill be having shit jumping at 135 and 140 or whatever fucking and then I forgot about this. See, that's why I love y'all niggas. Y'all do know that Devin Haney is at 147 now, right? Yeah. Y'all do know that Ryan Garcia is at 147. Y'all do know Jose Ramirez is at 147. You do know Rolly is at 147.
144. You ain't getting away with that.
Bro, all them niggas is at welterweight now, though, bro.
We'll see.
If that... It ain't no we'll see, nigga. Devin Haney is number 1 in the WBC. What
them niggas that smelt weight. They ain't looking at no Boots. They ain't looking at no Norman Jr.
They better not look at Boots. Nobody. I don't care.
Hold on. Did we not just watch? Did we just not watch Brian Norman on Queens of the Ring? Salute to Nick J and Boxiana. Did we not just see him say that he gonna be waiting on Devin Haney to come?
Mm-hmm.
We just seen that Tuesday, Wednesday, bro.
It sound good. It sound good.
It is, bro. It's a better storyline, bro.
It sound good. That ain't no storyline yet.
That ain't no storyline, B.
Yeah, y'all
especially when niggas ain't even pulling up to fights.
Y'all putting the carriage before the horse, bro. It ain't no storyline yet. Give me a real storyline, we'll talk about it. Only storyline at welterweight is Devin and Ryan.
Look, this is us reading the back of the book, the damn summary. I'm like, damn, this might be a good one. And it seemed like damn whatever story is cooking at 47 that was once dead after damn Earl and Bud left. And we was wondering what's what. Now we know what's what. So the shit is back alive. That shit look like it's back alive again. It might not be as stacked and as interesting as 54 the way y'all trying to spell it out. But these niggas is back in daggone contention again at 47. The way it's about to get active this year. I got a feeling.
I'm telling you.
Dirt
That's
Gang
all
Boys, they
I'm
gotta
saying,
fight
bro.
at welter first. Thank you, Dirt Gang Boys.
Nigga,
I bet
they fighting
said,
at
I
what?
bet Dev ain't turning
Bro,
down no fades, Act. I never said he
listen,
That's the
bro.
direction. We know that's where they're going, though, Act. What are you talking about?
Anything
that's
over
where they're
anything over 140 is welterweight, bro.
Yeah, they're not going back to 46.
You think Devin Haney is going back to 140 to
I
fight?
know he's not going back to 140.
He's not going back. You think Jose Ramirez is going
just
back?
Worried about he just worried about Ryan right now, bro. That's
cool.
He ain't been working, and I'm not mad at him for that.
Bro,
That's the best storyline. If you want to see what's the best storyline, Ryan and Dev.
This is at 47, right?
Bro, they fight in a couple of more weeks, bro. That shit is less than a month away, bro. They fight May the 2nd. So if Devin Haney beat Ramirez, if Ryan beat Rolly, Dev and Ryan is gonna fight at the end of the year. At 147.
Even if one of them lose, the fight is still happening. I heard the fight is still happening.
That furthermore proves my point.
They're gonna fight.
That furthermore proves the point.
They're fighting at 54.
No, I don't know. All these type of catch weights, I don't know. Maybe they might fight at 149. I don't know.
Y'all niggas came up with two stories. You want a ribbon?
No,
nigga. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, bro. 147, 140.
There's a story with Tim Zoo and Keith Thurman.
Who's that tied to?
There's a story with Tim Zoo.
Who is the story tied to?
Like, come on, bro.
Listen, who does the story tied to? Keith Thurman. What we just
said. Then there's a story with Tim Zoo and Sebastian Fundora with the rematch. You want to keep going? There's a story.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. You want to know why 154 is falling off because of because of Fundora, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. Fundora is boring. He's boring.
Bro, and none of them dudes got a mouthpiece either. They dads is talking for them, bro.
And we still looking for the big fish.
They talking,
we still looking for the big fish.
We are looking for the big fish. We are looking for the big fish. I like that plug. I like that plug.
I love Boots. I love Boots to death. Them niggas said, yo, Bozy, come up. He pulled the chair out for his daddy, had his dad. Yeah, come on, bro. That tells me everything I need to know right there, bro. Bill is the mouthpiece. I'm not mad at it. But stop saying these fighters, these niggas don't got no mouthpiece.
Ain't that what Bill Haney does with Devin Haney? And hasn't it created storylines for him?
Facts. And let me address the homie in the chat real quick, boss. What I'm saying is, when I say Fundora is boring, Fundora has no personality outside of the ring. Fundora dad, Freddie Fundora, does not talk shit like Brian Norman. He does not talk shit like Papa Garcia. He does not talk shit like Bill Haney. He don't say anything. They're a straight professional. They get in the ring. Fundora is exciting as fuck to watch in the ring. But as soon as he steps out, that motherfucker, he puts them glasses and that collar shirt on, bro. He's boring.
The square root of
he's boring, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's boring. He didn't even want to do the face off with Xander Zayas. He had Sweet Poison, his little sister, protecting him from the face off. Come on, fam. Let that would have been Charlo.
Nigga ain't no face off. It's face to neck.
Whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm just saying, dog. If Charlo, and I'm not trying to be on no Texas shit right now, but if Charlo pull up, it's gonna get back exciting. If Earl Spence pull up,
he might have a new turn on life.
You just a hater, bro.
I don't know.
You just a hater, bro. You just a hater.
I just don't know.
I hate to say
just a hater, bro. That's all that is, man. But
you do sound like a hater, man.
I'm not hating. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hold on. So when Tony Harrison and Charlo fought, that wasn't the most exciting motherfucking press conference you seen.
Yeah, that was back then. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all up on me. Back then.
So you think Charlo has changed or gotten worse since he got the Canelo fight?
I don't know, Bob. We can't say. We can't put him above anybody after the Charlo fight. We don't know if he's right mentally. I'm tired of I'm tired of everybody doing that. And we haven't seen people get back. They say this about that. We say this about that. Bro, y'all don't know until he gets back in the ring May 2nd. So it's not fair to make an assessment. The same thing with Charlo. That's not hating. That's being honest and truthful.
Bro,
all I know is y'all can have your little, you know what I mean, short flame of existence at 147, but at the end of the day, all roads lead to 154, niggas. We all know this.
And that's a fact. As soon as Boots move up, that shit gonna be dead. Like hip hop.
We said that about Earl and
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. With a nigga like Bill Haney and Brian Norman Jr. and Sr. and Devin Haney, I beg to fucking differ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, but man, we didn't went into a whole nother spiel about this shit, man. But this is a good hot boxing topic, though. But hey, man,
Omari Jones looked good. Omari Jones looked good. He looked good. I think what was that? A first round stoppage. He looked good. You know, looking forward. I just want to see where he gonna fall at. Does he keep coming in 149? So I don't know if he's gonna do 54. He don't even know. And they asked him, or 147. Now, if he's at 147 too, then that's another good look. But he never said where he gonna fall at. If he go to 54, that's another player y'all losing. Because in the amateurs, welterweight is 152. So that's why, and that's what he fought at.
Well, so. he had 47. He had 47 right now. So
he not. No, he not. No, he not. No, he not. He came in 149. Who? So that's 154. Anything past 147, just like you want to do with this. Anything past 140 is one.
So Omari Jones came in at 149. Okay. Yes, he might be a player.
That's why they asked him. They said, "What are you going to do? Are you going to go down to welterweight, or are you going to go to 54?" He said he's not sure.
But at the same time, we can't put 20 on 10 with this kid right now. That was his second pro fight.
Mm-hmm.
We have to chill.
Yeah, he got a ways to go.
He got a ways to go.
He's a bronze medalist.
But he has a ways to go. He still got to.
Only won that medal.
He still got to clock some numbers. He still got to put some numbers on the board first.
Yeah, he. Listen, I'm gonna say this, bro. Keyshawn Davis really put a lot of pressure on them niggas coming out the Olympics, dog. I'm not saying that Omari gonna be a champion in 13 or 12 fights like Keyshawn did, but you know. He got a ways to go. He gonna need at least.
Keyshawn's different. Keyshawn different.
If Omari Jones had the complexion for protection, we all know he'll have a title fight within the next 3 or 4 fights. We already know that. But that's not the case. He's gonna have to run the course. So I'm here for the journey. Whether it's at 47, 54, he has a big body already, so he may be even be at 60 by the time he get to 10 to 15 fights.
Facts.
So who knows? You know what I'm saying? We 47 and 54 might both miss him. So you never know.
Okay. KG, what you had on the Raymond Ford fight?
I believe Raymond could have got that guy, got Tommy Matisse out of there because who was saying it? Was it Arda that said the best? I said it. His best damn defense was coming to play the inside. Because he didn't want the space. Because when the space was created, that's when Raymond Ford was able to just explode. I like the explosion, but the explosion could have been controlled, whereas he didn't leave his feet a lot. And I think he could have stopped this guy if he wasn't leaving his feet with that space. Because our fella's right. As soon as that space got created, boom, he'll spring out there to him. And you be like, that's good because you can get them, but we got to sit down. You got to be able to sit down on some of these because he got into a groove. He was able to hit this guy at will. So if that's the case, it's time to really sit down. His corner should have been saying, bro, you're touching this man to death. Now it's time to start hitting him because he's here and he's coming forward. Now we can meet him at that, you know what I'm saying? Meet him at the stop sign. Let him walk on in here because we know that's what he's trying to do. Hit him with a stop sign on the way in. Back him up, walk him down, sit down on punches and bang him away. You know what I'm saying? Raymond Ford could have completed the damn it ain't a trifecta, but a quadfecta. It would have been 4 stoppages on the main card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So salute to Raymond Ford though. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Boss did says Ray Ford is the best at 130. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see, man. He gotta get him. He gotta get a title. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You still got O'Shock, you know, right there. You still got Navarrete. You know, he just now getting in deep waters at 130. We gonna see. Because that Sugar Nunez fight gonna tell us a lot about what we need to see out of Ray and who the best. You know what I'm saying? And another player we got coming to 130, man. We got Cool Boy Steph coming to 130. Him and O'Shock is supposedly fighting. So we're gonna see how that shit pan out. You know what I'm saying? 130, it's a lot of question marks at 130. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Tay coming through, showing love. Queen say we'll see if the energy is the same when it's time to make the Dale versus B Norman fight. Okay. Let's see what else y'all say in this chat, man. Let me see real quick before we get to Boots. The homie Boss say ain't nothing like heavyweight boxing. Yeah. Heavyweight doing this thing, man. You know, Usyk, Daniel Dubois, you know, Herc, they you know, they doing their shit up there at heavyweight. We're gonna see what's cracking. You know what I'm saying? We got some heavyweight smoke coming. Fabio, Big Baby Miller, you know what I'm saying? Okay. She says, act not hating, he just scared his fighter might lose. Who is his fighter? Who is Act fighter? Boots? Oh, you talking about Boots might lose? Okay, yeah. Tony Harrison got a crazy mouthpiece. Yeah, man. Tony Harrison, yeah, man. Tony Harrison, legendary, man. 503-154 still got Bud, still got you say Bud ain't got a fight right now. Jamel hasn't announced anything. We don't know what Spencer's doing. We don't know who Conwell fighting yet. It's still the most talented division. Well, brother, if 154 is the most talented division, bro, you got all these butts up in here. But Bud got to fight. Bud got to fight. Jamel ain't announced nothing. We don't know what's. It's a lot of question marks at 154, bro. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, bro, 154 is gonna change. If Earl Spence comes back, if Charlo comes back, bro, that shit is gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna be watching 154, man. Trust me. Between me, KG, Art, Ack, Red, yeah, we gonna be watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, you say Shoo too? Yeah. Shoo got to get a title, man. Shoo got to get a belt though, dog. We gonna see what Shoo hitting for. He another one that got to get a title. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. Let's go ahead and get into the main objective of today. Is of course Boots Ennis and Stanionis. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let my brothers cook. Boots Ennis, man, got the 6-round stoppage. I want to apologize to Boots Ennis, man, because I was all the way off with this fight. Like, I thought the shit was gonna go to decision. I thought Boots Ennis was a little bit. I ain't gonna say drained. I just thought he was a little bit dry. He definitely cut a lot of his muscles in this fight. He was hella slim. He was leaned out like a motherfucker. But he got in that ring, bro, and everything was everything. Like, he was in his bag. You know, the speed, the power, the combinations, the footwork. I mean, the showboating, man. Boots was just a different type of guy in that ring, man. And it seemed like the more and more rounds progressed, bro, he just got more comfortable. And we seen the switch hitting, we seen the jab, we seen the right hand, we seen the body shots. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was a flawless victory because he did get hit in some spaces, but man, we talking about a dominating performance, bro. Boots Ennis did that. Like I say, I did not give Stanionis 1 round, and that was me being nice. I think he had a good round, maybe in the 4th round. That was probably his best round he had, but man, even in that round, bro, he was getting his shit bust. And Boots Ennis is one of them dudes, bro. what he just got range, bro. Like he does everything good. He does everything good, bro. The punching, the defense, the footwork, the combinations, the athleticism, you know what I'm saying, the reflexes. The nigga is basically like a motherfucking created boxer on fight night. You know what I'm saying? Like he just does everything good, bro. And that uppercut, I gotta give it to Bozy. That uppercut that Boots was landing after Bozy told him to land that uppercut after that first round, bro. That was a game changer. He started going uppercut crazy in that motherfucker. I'm talking about Stanionis was busted the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Boots Ennis, man. A lot of more great things is to come. Whether he's at 154, whether he's at 47, at this point in time, I really don't care if he goes to 5'4" or if he stays at 147. I would love to see him fight Brian Norman, but we're gonna get into the whole Brian Norman shit too. People in this situation, and I'm gonna say this about Brian Norman, and I'm gonna pass the mic, man. Brian Norman fans, his homies, like I say, I got nothing but respect for Brian Norman, senior and junior. They whole team, I think they great people. I see Brian Norman Jr. doing a lot of interviews. I see Brian Norman Sr. doing a lot of interviews. I think they good people. But I think for them to make that fight happen, bro, respectfully, it's gonna have to be some real negotiation going on where both sides feel like they get everything that they need and they want. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get this shit cracking, man. We shouldn't have to wait. 2-3 years for this fight to happen, bro. This fight can happen next. It can happen now. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all I got to say as far as the whole situation with Brian Norman and Boots Ennis. For now, I'm gonna let my brothers cook on this situation. I'm very, very interested to see what Act, Odd, and of course KG have to say. But I'm gonna slide to KG first because I know Boots Ennis is his guy. He was one of the first people to put Boots Ennis on his pound for pound list. And I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Based off that performance you seen last night, man, give me your thoughts, man. And will Boots Ennis, remain on your pound for pound list?
Boots came off of my pound for pound list once Bud got undisputed. Because before that, I didn't have Bud or Earl on my pound for pound list. I had Boots because of everything I was seeing that everybody else was saying. Oh, he ain't got this, he ain't doing that, he ain't doing. And I was like, it's what and one of my deciding factors on my criteria is what I like to see at the time. And the way Boots was getting off leading up to that point was what I like to see. But I had to give Bud his respect and said, boom. Bud, you know what I'm saying, made it happen because now he's 2-time undisputed. And he beat my guy, Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made that shift. But as far as Boots, my only concern for Boots going down the way, and me putting him there, me knowing the flaws that I knew I see, and me thinking what his mental may be driven to, I was wondering, is the kid in it for the long haul? Like far as will the special features drown out? You know what I'm saying? Will he fall short when somebody's able to, you know what I'm saying, catch up to his athleticism? So we got this fight last night with Stanionis, not the same type of athleticism, but a different animal that was going to, you know what I'm saying, be pressing forward based off of what we knew Stanionis to be. And we knew he was going to be on the gas, and we knew he was going to be trying to get to it and stay on it once he got there. Boots didn't allow that. And I know we're going to criticize Stanionis for what he didn't do and what he should have did. I want to give Boots credit for what he didn't allow. That's what I want to give him credit for. And that shows right there, being first is a great thing sometimes. I thought the fight started off a little too fast, but like I said, I don't know what Bozy had cooking in the lab. So the fight was a little too fast for me in the beginning. And I was wondering, I said, can Boots maintain this? But the thing is, could Stayonis maintain it? Because it was a lot of early body work. And then once Bozy told Boots to start going with the uppercut, that uppercut wasn't just busting the face up. The uppercut was busting the forearms, the body, the solar plexus. It was catching some of the throat. He was getting the uppercut found a target every time it was thrown. Boots made it so that every time he threw it, it wasn't on the outside of the arms. Everything was splitting up the middle. So you got from the middle up, you got the belly button, the abs, the sternum, the windpipe. You got the chest, you got the throat, you got the damn collarbone. You got all of this across here that's catching all. You know what I'm saying? So it was just breaking the tank down. And I was like, man, Boots is getting away from the jab because I was still showing concern. I said, can he keep this up? Can he keep this up? Because Stayonis, I said, this dude is going to find his gear because you can see he's finding spots, and he started touching Boots a little bit more. So I said, I was getting concerned because I know Stayonis. Me and Act, we talked about how we've had come across Stayonis before, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the brothers or whatever. So I'm like, hey, dial it back, man. Slow walk this. And then at the same time, I wanted my result to happen. I wanted a split decision. You know what I'm saying? But I as the fight started peeling away, man, I said, that shit not going to happen, Five. I said, this dude, he going to get rid of him.
Facts.
And I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I feel it can vouch for me on this. I sent Arfella a picture. I won money off of Boots last night. I lost, you know what I'm saying, the result, and I maintained my position in the US6 fight pool league, but I picked a round that Boots was going to stay on this, and I won money last night.
So that parlay hit.
Yeah, so that's why when I was asking y'all last night, I said, hey, was that the 6th or the 7th round? And they was like, the 6th. I was like, I think I got that. And I waited till midnight for everything to go through. When it looked it up, boom, I got the damn, you know what I'm saying? So Boots showed to me that I don't think any less of Stayonis, to be honest. I really I think less of him because he quit. But as far as the fight, Boots just didn't allow shit. When you're able to flip that switch and come out your house and set the tone that, hey, I don't give a fuck about you or the bitch you with, the dog you came walking down the street with, the car you think you drive, the house you live in. I don't give a fuck about nothing. And he meant it when he walked out the house. And Stayonis couldn't do shit about it. He had to stay on his own damn sidewalk and just deal with it. Looking at this nigga pulling out and Maybachs, and they transforming into daggone McLarens and to, you know what I'm saying, just flip-flopping on him. He's like, damn, this dude is whatever he want to be when he wants to be it. And that's who Boots was. He was that ugly damn outfit that he was wearing. He was everything he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Boots. Like I said, that's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and he let motherfuckers know I am who I said I was, and anybody else that thought they was who they said they was, your stock has dropped, or you still got to come see me to think, you know what I'm saying, to prove that you are him. So clean up 47, become undisputed. Go ahead and do your thing, because he said he can still make 47 comfortably. If you can do that, listen to your body. Don't listen to the fans. Don't listen to Eddie Hearn. Listen to your body. If your body still says you can comfortably do it, stay there, clean out the damn division, and then go ahead and cruise into 54, where your first fight, you'll be at a good, comfortable weight once you get there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slide over to the foreign correspondent, man. Now you picked a draw, or and you fell short, like a lot of other brothers fell short. Give me your thoughts, because you said something interesting, like you was kind of disappointed in Stayonis, man. So I want you to give me your thoughts, like, on what you saw from Stayonis. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we gonna cook on Boots and everything about Boots, but how did you feel seeing Stayonis actually quit in the corner?
There's two sides to it. I mean, because yeah, I was disappointed to see Stay On as ultimately quit or being persuaded to quit because of course it affects my points. I mean, the fact I called a draw,
Right.
I took the risk. You know what I mean? Being that it was to me a evenly matched fight. This was Boots' best opponent to date. And there was questions in regards to his last couple fights of his performance. So to me, that was leading up to a close competitive fight, and that didn't happen at all. If anything, I was disappointed in the fact that Stay Honest was neutralized so easily.
Yeah.
He has one of the most underrated jabs, I would say, but we didn't see that jab at all. Not to the, and it maybe ain't so much Stay Honest's fault. I think he was just afraid of what was coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he somewhat abandoned the jab for many rounds, especially in the early ones. But I have to give credit to his effort. He did try. And at the end of the day, I was shitting on Marvin, his little trainer over there. And but Marvin's the type of trainer that you need, because he wasn't going to win that fight. He got knocked down in what, the fifth or was it the end of the sixth? You put Stay Honest back in there, it could have been a meme. It could have been something spectacular, and it could have been something serious where instead of Stay Honest going back to Lithuania to witness the birth of his baby child, he's hemmed up in the hospital.
Yeah.
So Coach Marvin, you know what I mean, with the forethought said, you know what, you know what I mean, you did your best, champ, but it's time to stop this show. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Okay. Hold on. Let me big this up. I want to get your thoughts on this. Felix Nunez came through on Smoke City in the super chat and asked, could he be the best in the world talent wise right now? And I'm guessing referring to Boots.
Just based off of that performance, I can see why people would say that, but I'm not saying that.
Why you ain't saying that, man?
I'm not saying that because I still got the flashlight in my hand. And understand he ain't here, but Boots didn't do that to no Errol Spence. He did that to Stay Honest.
65. People still see the spectacle of it. That's what it is. You know, people, they get caught up in the show. They see the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So same thing like how Tank got the way they got caught up in you know what I'm saying, Tank. Then they turned to their hair and the tattoos and all that other stuff. Now Boots is still, you know, he's flamboyant also. You know what I'm saying? When you see him, you know what I'm saying? He dresses that way when he's in the ring. He performs that way. You seen the showmanship in the ring. The heavy look-offs where he's looking off and shaking the shoulders and putting the guns out. You know what I'm saying? You seen it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the spectacle of it. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like real talent. You know what I'm saying? So it looks talented because it looks effortless.
One thing more I gotta say before I land the plane about Boots' performance, he was defensively better in this fight. And I think a lot of the punches that people are saying that, well, he was getting landed on too much, and if Brian Norman did that, he would have been out of there. But we have to give credit to the looking off and the rolling with the punches that Boots was doing. And then the few times that he did get a punch landed flush, we saw a great ability to absorb that punch and great recovery after the fact. So you can almost say this was a flawless performance, because you're gonna get wet. You know what I mean, when you when you go in the water at some point.
Right.
So yeah,
I agree.
he showed improved through and through.
Okay. I'm gonna slide over to you, Ek. I saved you last for a reason. I know Boots is your guy. You know what I'm saying? That's East Coast right there. I know Philly and New York is, not too far of a drive. You know what I'm saying?
3.5.
Give me your thoughts on. Yeah. It's not too far of a drive. That's like Houston to Dallas. So I want to ask you this, man. Now you did pick a knockout, but you was 3 rounds off, and I know Conwell was a round off. So you kind of seen the vision. Yeah. I'm gonna give you credit, bro, because you was like one of the only ones outside of you, Conwell, and TD. Y'all was kind of leaning towards the knockout. So you seen a stoppage coming, man. So build on that and give me your thoughts. From a boxer's perspective, like what did you see Ennis in the ring doing versus what Stanionis was not doing?
You know what? That's a great question, 503. I'm so glad you asked that question.
Thank you.
It was things that I know and things that I saw and habits that I saw. If we compare the Karen Kukachan fight, Karen Kukachan is actually a better overall fighter than Stanionis. Stanionis has the accolades.
Right.
But boxing wise, from a boxing standpoint, I'm not talking about fan and nothing. If you box, Kukachan got more arsenal. He got more of an arsenal. You seen the first fight, him boxing on the outside. I talked about this. You seen him come forward and be able to box on angles. The second fight. That's what led me to believe that Stanionis will be easier to stop, because Stanionis only comes forward and is a pressure fighter. Got a good jab, a very underrated jab, but this fight played out exactly how I thought outside of the round that I picked. I said, bro, with that one-dimensional type of style, that's tailor-made for Boots. He only comes forward and he's a pressure fighter. There's not too much there. There's not much growth there. Outside of that, the 11th month layoff, Boots been more active. It was a ton of things that went against Stanionis for me. Ton of things that went against Stanionis. Not even just the style, just like what's just been happening with him.
Right.
Then if we get into the psychological aspect of him, him worrying about his child being born any day now, that could wear any. I don't have no kids yet, but I can understand that pressure being on your mind too. The whole time. So, and I'm not gonna say he quit. His corner quit. Marvin did it. Now, if he would have been signaling, I'm not putting that jacket on him. I don't, and I argue with to anybody that held him back. His corner did that. Marvin did that. If he would have been signaling like, nah, I don't want to go and stuff like that, like Kell Brook in Triple G fight, like when he patting his eye and stuff like that, he giving signals. Yeah, he didn't do that to me. That was his trainer. His trainer did that. So, the all gas, no brakes, 503. I guess it wasn't premium gas, was it? It wasn't that 93 gas we got in New York where you got to fill up the Benzes and
I could want no wheels on it.
There wasn't no wheels on it. It was regular.
In Atlantic City, they steal the wheels. So the wheels, it was gas. It was gas in the tank. They was
That's Newark.
Yeah. So
you're an idiot.
It was all gas, no brakes, just no tires. That's all.
You know, but to get back to it, still credit to stay owners because KG was completely right. Me and K always like to stay owners. So and K Onus, I said stay Onus is still to me the second best fighter.
Wow.
He's the second best. You know what I mean? Even with
so that's why. So B Norman don't get bumped. Hold on. B Norman don't get bumped up to second.
Well, he could be now because he's a champion. He could be. You know what? Let me rephrase that, Fob. At the time, I thought, you know, like yesterday, before Stay Onus ended up losing, he was the second best welterweight. I don't care what people are saying in the chat. I don't care about other people in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he was the second best as far as proven wise. And Boots dispatched to him so easily. Now look how people is talking about state. Now everybody's just catapulting Brian Norman to the forefront. Now I'm not saying Brian Norman can't be the second one. I still think he's like the dark horse in this whole division. But after Brian Norman seeing that, you think that he's enthused about taking a fight? And then you heard what Chris Maddox said. Chris Maddox blasted Brian Norman. They said, what do you want to see for Boots next? He said, I want to see Brian Norman. He said, why is Brian Norman not at this fight? Blasted him. You got Chris. When Chris Maddox is right, you know you fucking up. I don't care what people in the community is saying. I really don't care. I really don't care. You gotta really like Brian Norman gotta really like, yo, right now he looking like he false flagging, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stat. Look like he false flagging, and we might have to take his rag off.
Oh shit!
His rag out his back pocket, bro. I need to see something, bro.
Damn. From flags to capes.
Shout out to Tay Jones, but I need to see something. BF, everybody. I'm calling. I need him to be more engaged. And you too, D man. I didn't forget about you, brother. I need to see something. Boots.
So D man just responded to your take. He says, "Does Boots go to his shit?" And he's referring to, does Boots pull up on Brian Norman?
Bro, we offered you $2 million. After it's done, you would have had like 1.7 in your pocket. After you bust everything down, after you bust down them O's and grams down, you would have had that. You would have got that back, bro. And then you fought for 100,000. Yo, watch the post-fight press conference.
We got the clip.
I'm talking to D.
We got the clip. We got the clip. So we gonna play it in a second.
You do. You should have played.
Come on, man. This is the 60 you talking to. Of course I got it.
You ain't got that yet.
Yeah, we ain't got there yet, but I appreciate you, Ak.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, bro, like,
yeah,
that it don't make sense, bro. Y'all gotta stop putting the safety net on dudes. Y'all gotta stop putting the safety net on dudes. And Bozy and them called them out on it. And normally, when Boots had a bad performance, I go right over to Mill City, and you know who's on there? Brian Norman Sr. But guess what? Do you think he was on there last night? After that performance?
Okay.
But when he had that bad performance against Kukachan, who is a really good boxer, y'all just know I see it. Other people may not see it.
Yeah.
He showed me two different styles and two different fights.
D-Man says you got a safety net on Boots.
Where's the safety net, bro? He fought the second best welterweight. Where's the safety net? You just talking. You just talking. Where's the safety net? Where's the safety net, bro? He fought the second best welterweight.
I know,
Yeah,
like, yo, these niggas is wild, bro.
y'all
They
niggas.
just be talking, bro. They just
Okay,
be
yeah.
talking.
He was on 78 channel. I didn't get a chance to watch that interview, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. You know, salute to 78. So it's
Oh,
and
salute,
listen,
yeah,
man.
salute to the
Yeah,
Bro,
OG.
well, but hold up, Five. It's like, cause does Boots go to his shit? Why? Once again, Boots is now the king of the welterweights. He got that Ring
Bro,
magazine. He got
talk to
that
that
Ring
nigga.
magazine around that waist.
Talk to that
You know what I
nigga.
mean?
Still.
What you gonna pull up to what? To an undercard? Last time I checked,
Talk to that nigga. Still.
Norman Jr. wasn't
And
no
on
headliner,
the
bro.
female
I mean,
undercard,
what
no
is we
disrespect.
doing, bro? What is we
On the
doing?
female undercard, Cole
And
Manning.
well, who's his next fight? Does he got a fight
Talk to that
lined up?
nigga.
Because the last time I heard from Brian Norman Sr., you was talking about Jin Sasaki. You expecting the king to go all the way over to Japan?
Facts. Shit
Oh,
changed
come
now,
on, bro.
D-Man.
Come on,
Shit
man.
changed now, D-Man.
That's a
Niggas is
new day, bro.
wilding.
Make it make sense. Shit changed now, champ. We the kings. We running things. Cream corn. I'm running things. Word up. Get your mind right. We
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
going
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah,
You come to us. We got the belts.
yeah. All I can say is
Trash.
don't listen, big dog. And I'm gonna let my brother Cadillac Red cook on this situation too. I see my man's just pulled up. My man Red just pulled up. But listen, dog, it's levels to this shit, Holmes. If Brian Norman was that nigga, like how niggas is saying he is, bro, he would have had a fight in Atlanta by now. How the fuck does Greg Hackett and Senior get a fight in Georgia before you? Make that shit.
It's true. Five. Good point. Good damn point.
I'm just saying. Now, you know, I'm not hating on the dude. You know, it ain't no hate. You know what I'm saying? Because I like I say, I respect Senior. Listen, I'm gonna say this before I pass it to Red, bro. Outside of act reach and stay ready, I got the utmost respect for all these niggas you see on this show. In the aspect of them being black fathers. And really, who I really respect the most out of everybody is my nigga KG. That's my big brother. I can call K and ask him about anything because he has a lot of experience in situations that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? Our fella is another one. You know what I'm saying? He's a black father. Red is a black father. I respect Red to the umpteen power. You know what I'm saying? The nigga always ripping and running and doing shit for his daughter and for his son and taking his kids on vacations and doing all this amazing shit. I respect black fathers. I respect the hell out of Norman Sr. He got his son in a good fucking position. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at fucking Bill. A lot of niggas be hating on Bill. I'm not mad at Bill. Bill did a great job with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at none of these father/trainers that's out here putting on for their sons. And that's another reason why I said what I said earlier when me and the brothers was going back and forth about 147 and 154, because Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney is bringing a lot of excitement to that division. This shit is going to get real interesting in the next couple of years. It's going to get real interesting. It's so many fights, so many scenarios, so many storylines that can happen at 147 that just blows my mind. I'm gonna just keep it all the way trill with y'all. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? But it's never no hate towards Norman Sr. I respect all black fathers. Half of the suspects are black fathers, myself included. You know what I'm saying? KG is a fucking single father. Both his daughters are amazing young black queens doing their thing out here. Same thing with our fella, his boys, basketball playing, rapping. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing up there in Canada. Same thing with Red, bro. Like, I respect and I love what my brothers do. And I'm gonna always rep for the black father. Point blank, period. So it ain't no hate. We just, and I know people get sensitive about certain situations because of course Brian Norman, he's a likable guy. People like Brian Norman. He got a lot of fans in the LDBC in the boxing community. I want him to have them fans. I want Brian Norman to be able to go to Atlanta, where we was just at last year. I want him to be able to go to that bitch and sell it out. I want him to be able to do that. It ain't no hate. I want my nigga to get his shine, get his money, get his bag. But right here, right now, bro, you got smoke, homie. You got pressure. And the shit is being applied. Whether we like it or we don't like it, bro. That's just the bottom line and the truth about the situation. Cadillac Red, what's going down with it, bro? How you feeling on this good Sunday, man? You was out there training the wood, man. How you doing, bro?
Not yet, man. We about to leave in a little bit. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But yeah, but
to the guys.
Okay, yeah, but go ahead, man. Give me your thoughts. Just give me your whole cooking, your whole spiel. I know we're gonna talk about it tomorrow on the Beltway, possibly. How did you feel about the fight? You know what I'm saying? And how do you feel about all this Brian Norman, Virgil Ortiz, Barrios talk with Boots Ennis, man? Just give me your whole insight. Give me a red factor on that, man.
Okay, as far as the fight last night, man, it was a great fight. Boots put on a hell of a performance, man. Stanionis supposed to be that guy. Boots made him look very, very average. And more importantly, and this is why Boots on fire and everybody talking that shit, he turned Stanionis into a quitter. You know what I'm saying? KG like to say third party stoppage. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Or he stopped it himself. Somebody over there in that party stopped it. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely eye-raising for sure. As far as the Brian Norman shit, you know what I'm saying? I think it's funny with Boots, man. We talked about this before he got to standing on his fight. We were saying Boots ducking Virgil Ortiz. And then I remember the homie boxing source came through, was like, nah, he about to unify. So it's not a duck. You know what I'm saying? So he been maneuvering, and it was funny when people were saying Boots was ducking Virgil. Boots was like, well, shit, I ain't heard nothing. But the streets already had the word of what happened. He like, I didn't hear that happen. So that was another eye-raising thing with Boots. Like, hold on. Niggas is making moves without you even knowing what's going on in your own camp. You know what I'm saying? But it was small things. He wound up getting the unification. It was all good. You know what I'm saying? Him and Brian Norman was going back and forth for a little bit. The fight didn't materialize for whatever reason, because I've heard people say it was Boots' fault. I've heard people say it was Brian Norman's fault. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's water under the bridge. For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, it didn't materialize. Boots got to stay on this fight. He went that route and did what he did. Can't hate on that. Brian Norman came back off the injury, you know what I'm saying, got a devastating knockout, but it wasn't the caliber of Stanionis for sure. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I think they're on a collision course, and I think they both need to be acknowledging each other. I don't want to hear none of that, oh, no, I don't need to go to his shit, or he don't need to come to my fight, or we don't need, nah, nigga, both of y'all need to do this. I said this shit before. These niggas got a blueprint on how to make a super fight at 147. The last two niggas that was at this weight class showed you the blueprint. These niggas was pulling up on each other, calling each other, not teams calling teams. Earl said, yeah, I've been talking to Bud. Bud said, yeah, I've been talking to Earl. So you can miss me with the shenanigans of, you know what I'm saying, well, he need to do this because he the king, and I don't want to hear none of that shit, because Earl was sitting on top. He didn't even have to make the fight. His team didn't want him to make the fight. And he went out his way to give Bud what he wanted for the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think they need each other. I think they both need to, you know what I'm saying, realize that and make it bubblate. Now, if you don't, If he don't want to go,
so we ain't gonna talk about how
Make it bubbly. Make it bubbly. Hold
Hold
on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
I let you niggas spew it out. I ain't come here interrupting.
You
talk and jump in with each other while y'all was.
You wasn't even here, nigga. You wasn't even here.
I was here. I heard you niggas cheering for each other. As soon as I came in the room, I ain't say shit.
Yeah. Red been here for a little minute. He been quiet though. He been quiet. So before y'all pounce on Red and attack him, let him finish. Let him finish this. Let him finish.
Yeah, niggas out here talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he the king. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these niggas need each other. I've seen the last two niggas need each other, and they need to do the same shit. All that posturing and all that is a waste of time. Let's get it cracking. Now, if Brian Norman does not fight Boots next, and he goes the Ortiz route to get that title, I'm sorry. Damn, I can't think of the boy name right now. What's his name? 503.
Which one? Barrios?
Barrios. I couldn't get Barrios' name. If he go and get the Barrios fight and unify to make Undisputed that way, I can't get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? So all I know is I need to see unifications going on to get Undisputed. So if he's not fighting Barrios, then he need to be fighting Boots. And that's just with it. And if Boots really trying to, you know what I'm saying, make legacy and go Undisputed, he need to be making the fights. Not saying I don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got. They both need to be moving. No one should be sitting still.
Okay.
Can I just say 5 real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's funny that he's saying, you know, I'm not saying he's wrong as far as, you know, they need each other to make the fight. Okay, that's cool. But stop trying to act like Boots ain't willing to take less and make that fight happen. This is what make me believe that it went the other way and not this way. Because he talked about it in the post-fight press conference about how he took less money.
Ain't nobody talking about money. I never see in my cook. I never brought up money, nigga. You try to cut me off.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I just want you to know, my nigga. I ain't saying you said that.
You just tried your best to cut me off.
I'm just letting you know.
Hold on. I never brought it up, and you try to cut my cook off for that. Are you serious?
Hey, look.
I never brought up money.
Hey, look, I'm just letting you know, Red.
I never brought it up, though.
In case it crossed your mind.
All right, let me remind you what you brought up. Let me remind you what you brought up. I mean,
that's what happened with Earl and Bud.
Nigga,
Earl had to make that happen.
They needed each other to make the fight.
So when does that start, Red?
Yesterday.
Oh, so now it starts yesterday.
Yeah,
Red went to act all political.
Okay. I'll make it better for you. It started last week. It started when they started negotiating the first time. They need each other for the biggest fight at 147. Fuck is you talking about?
So why didn't you pull up?
What? Okay, so if I could say that anything you ask the same thing for Boots. Because I'm telling you, they need each other. Brian Norman just had a fight. Why didn't Boots pull up?
To undercard, like I said.
Okay. But they need each other, though.
How? He was training. He was training for a fight. He was training for a unification fight.
How, man? Get out of here, man. Scram. You playing dumb now.
I'm giving you the facts. You mean to tell me he's gonna break camp to go to an undercard?
Hey man, you saying why niggas
when he's in a bigger fight for the Ring magazine,
why
though?
Niggas didn't show up? I'm asking you the same question, man. It go both ways, bruh. It go both ways. Both of these niggas need each other. If one nigga at fault, they both at fault.
Yeah, and I'm asking, when does that start?
I told you.
Because if they both need each other, then why did Norman not extend himself to go to the unification fight?
Okay, that make you feel better. It started at Brian Norman's last fight.
Thank you.
Okay.
Checkmate. So, let's go.
It started at Brian Norman's last fight. Boots didn't show up. When you a hunter, when you're hunting some shit, You know what I'm saying? When you hunt some shit, right? You gotta go out and go try to get the shit. You don't just sit back and say, well, shit, I'm the best hunter. It's just gonna come past me.
Nah, see, when you're a hunter, you stay focused. You stay focused on your task, and the task will stay on us, my nigga.
Yeah, okay,
so stop with the shit.
Okay,
stop with the shit, my nigga.
Completed that task, so go and hunt.
Go and hunt what? When's the next fight, Red? Where can Boots pull up? Tell me, since you caping for Norman so hard, and you must know the next fight. When is his next fight, my nigga?
You out here caping. I'm blaming both niggas. I'm blaming Barrios too. All these niggas at fault.
Okay.
Nigga, it ain't no. Oh no, I'm gonna let him slide, nigga. No, nigga. Whoever's. If Boots is the best and he hunted, continue hunting. It ain't no. Oh, I'm satisfied now.
Yeah,
there's still 2 other champions out there. Go get it. You the money man. You the nigga with the ring belt and all that other shit. Niggas ain't gonna move until you say move. So make a nigga move then. And when these niggas when Boots come around and make y'all niggas move, go do something.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. I'll say this, and I understand where Red coming from. Somebody get this dude up out my chat. You know what I'm saying? This Jameson guy asking about snow bunnies. Scram, beat it. Somebody shoots this guy in the head. Yeah, man. We chill with our black queens on Sunday, brother. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Sunday is preserved for the black queens, my guy. But anywho, I understand what Red is saying. And I definitely agree with Red at the end of his statement where he said that it's more so on all these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can say this. If we gonna get these fights, especially with Norman involved with Boots, they're gonna have to make this offer real nice and pretty to where they can't refuse the shit. Just point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Make him an offer he can't refuse, bro. That $2 million, it can be $3 million. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta overpay for that shit, overpay for it.
Especially
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Especially now. Yeah.
Yeah, you like, bro, like Eddie got the money. You know what I'm saying? Eddie got the money, and Boost can generate the money. Even if y'all gotta throw that shit on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on the zone pay-per-view. $30 a pop, $40 a pop. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit in Philly. A bigger venue somewhere in Atlantic City. You know, where you put 30, 40,000, 50,000 people in the arena. You know what I'm saying? Go up a little bit on the tickets. Motherfuckers will pull up. You gotta make him an offer he can't refuse, man. But salute to Red for coming through cooking. I know All Fella and Act was on the attack full court press. But yeah, let's get into some US6 reactions real quick. Speaking of the Normans, this is what he had to say. This is what B Norman had to say.
Hey, you got a bag of Reggie? You got a bag of Reggie? A bag of Reggie. It's a regular, man. It's a regular. Well, shit, that's all right. Goddamn, Atlantic City had all the Reggie it needed tonight. What? You know he don't want this goddamn work. He want to enjoy this victory. He don't want this work. Ask, but I bet he don't want this work. Well, let's see what the old man say, cause he don't want this work. He don't want this work. Cause I know a nigga that clocking with them left hooks, nigga. You going to sleep, nigga. I know a nigga clocking with them left hooks, nigga. You going night, nigga.
Okay, now he made the weed marijuana analogy, and we got some high class smokers in the building. You know what I'm saying? And Red, this is your avenue right here, cause you always talking about the Reggie and the gas and the 93 and the rapper weed. What's your thoughts on what Senior had to say, man? He called this performance Reggie, and you know, he says Boost Ennis don't want that work. If you know, that would have been Brian Norman in that landing them left hooks. His ass would have went night. What's your thoughts on Brian Norman Senior's reaction to the fight?
Well, I'm glad somebody said something, and I'm waiting on Bozy or Boots to respond so we could get it motherfucking cracking. You know what I'm saying? He putting it out there in the air. What's happening? Y'all need to answer back. You know what I'm saying? Answer back what's happening. I mean, ain't that what you niggas say you want? Where he at? Why he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas putting out, you know what I'm saying, content. We got content. The Winter Soldier, you know. Yeah. Where that nigga at? Tell him, you know what I'm saying? Send the contract, Eddie, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it jumping. I mean, I'm not like mad excited. I'm just waiting on the response. You know what I'm saying? It's like like how Kendrick and Drake was, or any rap beef. You know, this track came out. Ooh, I can't wait to hear the response because this one is good. That's how I'm feeling. Let's get it cracking, man. Son, let's get this thing going. This is the biggest fight at 147, man. It's them too. So let's do it.
Right on. KG, I'm gonna come to you, bro. You've been hella quiet over there, man. Senior calls the performance Reggie. He said it was a lot of Reggie in AC, and you know, if that would have been Brian Norman in that landing them hooks, man, you know, Boots would have went night, man. Now, what's your thoughts, man? Was that Reggie to you? Because I know you another bougie nigga that like to smoke the best of the best. What was your take on that?
I got high off of it. And, you know what I'm saying?
It was good enough for you, huh?
Good enough for me. It's so good to me. You know what I'm saying? And Red know I don't smoke no bullshit. He don't smoke no bullshit. We ain't never smoked no bullshit together. So hey, nah, I don't think I ain't never got no headache off of nothing damn Red smoke. And anything I produce, ain't never got a damn headache. So nah, I can't agree with Cindy on that. Yeah, I can't agree with him on that. I can't. Yeah, won't nothing Reggie about that. You know what I'm saying? It was Marvin's fault, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Marvin is the one that put the switch. Blame it on Marvin. You know what I'm saying? But,
so Marvin was in the back in the backstage smoking the Reggie, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
He was one. Yeah, blame it on Marvin. And then you said if the left hook of Brian Norman had landed, is he saying one of them, or you know what I'm saying? Because from what I saw, the left hooks that Ennis was landing, the ones that Boots saw coming, he absorbed those. Like you could see him shrinking to his shoulders. So you know what I'm saying? So is he saying the one that he's going to land, or is going to take a collection of them? You know what I'm saying? So however he was trying to spin that, the thing is, if you can throw the kitchen sink at somebody and hit them with it, you got to be able to consistently hit them with that kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying? If you can't consistently do it, you got to think what's being thrown back at you. So if you got a couple of things being thrown back at you and a couple of kitchen sinks thrown back at you, can he take the damn uppercuts that Boots was throwing on Stay Honest? If those uppercuts landed on B. Norman, would he have lasted to the 6th round? See what I'm saying? We still can ask those questions on the flip. That I'm saying you know what I'm saying? So however you want to spin it.
And Brian Norman did get dropped before he fought Santillion. In that fight before Santillion, he did get put down. So
how did you get it? Was it to a body? Was it to the body?
Oh man, I don't remember. I think it was a headshot, if I'm not mistaken.
Because Boots them equally throws it from the top to the bottom to the bottom to the top. You know what I'm saying? So it's so however you want to shake it.
Yeah. Okay. All fella. You're another bougie weed smoker. You know, you've been smoking that rapper weed for quite some time, man. What was your thoughts on what Senior had to say? Was this some regular degular? And D-Man says now there is some fire Reggie. I'm gonna tell you right now, D-Man, if you try to come to any of these niggas with some Reggie, you definitely gonna get a death stare. But go ahead, all fella.
Yeah, if that was like the opening clap back, to me it definitely fell flat. Because it's definitely misinformation. Calling that unification Reggie is borderline slander. That was, you know what I mean? To me, that was high grade. And the fact that you have another champion from a European country, you could call it exotic. I mean, so yeah,
Facts.
there was no Reggie in AC, and if there was Reggie, it was on paper with regards to the undercard, and that turned out to be that above average mid grade. You know what I mean? So yeah, he was totally off base with that, and so his clapback or his response just came out sounding like you just a hater because you didn't congratulate Boots and Bozy for their accomplishment, and then got into, you know what I mean, the back and forth, looking forward to the future, fighting and whatnot. It was just straight hate. Oh, that shit was Reggie. Oh, he don't want no smoke. Oh, you don't want to get those left hooks. Oh, hey. All unconfirmed information. You know, dig. So yeah, I wasn't feeling that response at all. Land the plane on that.
Okay, Act, man, give me your thoughts, man. Was this some hating commentary from Brian Norman? Now I know you're not a smoker, you like me. You know what I'm saying? You don't smoke the good rapper weed like our brothers, but
I caught contact all
sure.
weekend. You remember how they did us
for sure.
all weekend.
Hey, Act, I had to go sit in the sauna and drink a gallon of water to make sure I was clean.
Facts. Yeah, they might have hit you with a Clarissa Shields, bro.
Yeah, man. What was your thoughts though, bro?
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. It was mids, very mid. That comment, it wasn't funny. You know what I mean? I agree with Steels. It definitely fell flat. Normally he jokes a little bit better than that when he's on Mill City's channel and he's talking about Boots and Bozy. They already answered the call. You know what I mean? That was basically, to me, Bozy. No, because that was earlier. So that means the post-fight press conference.
That's next. That's next.
Yeah.
We're gonna play that clip next. But this,
so they already answered.
Yeah, this clip right here that we just seen came from Brian Norman Sr.'s Instagram story. That's why
when he was watching the Boots fight. So they already responded to basically what he said when 503 plays that clip for you. Now my whole thing is he's talking about if somebody hit him with the hook and stuff like that. I mean, are you gonna really encourage your son on doing that? Because when you was on Mill City show, y'all was acting like y'all wanted to go fight Jin Sasaki. So I'm not believing nothing they saying right now, bro. Until I see them put the full court press on Boots and Bozy, I'm not believing nothing they saying right now. And I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't care if Boots and Bozy go trying to chase these dudes. They could go try to collect the other belt from Barrios, as far as I'm concerned. Because to me, they not really showing too much interest neither. Since people keep talking about Boots and Bozy ain't show interest, they not really showing too much interest neither. So I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it from Brian Norman and Brian Norman Sr. if they really want to smoke. If they really gonna try to make that fight happen. Because they fights wasn't that far apart from each other. So they could be in negotiations right now.
They're right in the same window. Right in the same window.
Yeah.
Look, Five, he should have concluded that video doing all the looking around and shit, and should have just looked at the video and said, hey, Eddie Hearn, we'll talk to you on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a logical thing to say. for sure.
You want the smoke, you don't want the smoke, this. Look at the camera and say boom. Never look at the camera. Look at the camera and say boom. Let's make the fight happen on Monday. We'll set it up.
I'm gonna say this, bro, and like I say, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can because I know the Norman family has ties to the community. And like I say, I respect Norman and what he has done for his son. Norman Jr. is one of the youngest champions, if not the youngest champion on the male side in boxing. I
Yeah,
mean,
on the
he's doing
male.
this. Yeah, he doing this thing right now. So I'm not hating on him. But that video to me, it oozes with clout chasing. That's the definition of a clout chase. And KG furthermore proves my point when he just said what he said. Bro, you did all that talking and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And saying it's Reggie, but you just talking in circles, bro. You're not getting to the point of trying to make the fight. It seems like you want to use this as clout and as promotion to promote your son. And I get it. I see the play. You know what I'm saying? I see the play because guess what? You can use this clout as leverage for y'all next fight. You know what I'm saying? So if you do go fight Sasaki in Japan, you know what I'm saying? You might get an extra couple 100,000, you know what I'm saying? Or an extra 500,000. I see the play, bro. I see what you're doing. It's just straight clout to me. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Somebody in the chat says cooking with senior says seems like y'all got different rules for Boots versus some other fighters. Nah, bro, ain't no different rules, bro. Ain't no different rules.
What rules?
What rules? Ain't no rules, bro. Ain't no rules over here. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was listening, you would have heard Red, my man Red, say both these niggas need to, try to make the fight happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that Boots Ennis need to get them an offer that they can't refuse. So what rules is that? Oh, a nigga trying to make the fight happen? Like, bro, y'all be coming over here with these little slick ass comments, bro, exposing y'allself for being fanboys, bro. If you just like Brian Norman more, bro, that's cool. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? He say Boots ain't clout chasing Bud name still. When did Boots call out Bud? When they asked Boots about Bud, all Boots said was he the best fighter in the game and he could beat anybody. That's a PC boxer answer. What he supposed to say that Bud is better than him and it'll be a tough fight? And we
that's a fact.
we passed that Bud shit, man. Bud is on to bigger and better things, bro. Don't move the goalposts. Bud is fighting Canelo, fam. Bud is pound for pound number one. Boots Ennis is not pound for pound number one. That he just made it to the list for some people. You know what I'm saying? For myself included, I'm gonna put Boots Ennis on my list. And if Brian Norman beats Boots Ennis, guess what? Brian Norman is gonna be on the list. And I also said that Brian Norman has just been promoted, in my opinion, to the second best welterweight at 147. But I guess you probably came in late. You missed all that.
Homeboy said so. Eddie didn't bring up Bud. Yeah, Eddie Hearn brought up Bud, and people ask Boots about Bud. He doesn't bring up Bud, bro. Because 9 times out of 10 people is over that. They want Brian Norman, bro. You just talking right now. You just talking to talk, bro. Eddie Hearn brought him up yesterday, not Boots and Bolts.
But listen, man,
So,
Bud,
you muting your own point.
Yeah, but Bud and Boots is not gonna fight, man. Bud and Boots will be a great fight for the fans, but Bud is on to bigger and better things, man. He literally is finna have the big legacy, big money fight in his hands, bro. He's not thinking about fighting Boots Ennis, and I don't think Boots Ennis is thinking about fighting him, bro. When we ask these fighters, hey, man, create your own legacy and create your own bag and build your fan base from the bottom to the top, bro. I feel like Boots Ennis is doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you would have been here a couple months ago when we was talking about Boots Ennis ducking Virgil, you know what I'm saying? and we was going back and forth with that situation, bro. Boots Ennis came back and said, look, man, I'm about to unify my division. I'm finna go fight the other champions at 147. And that's what he doing. So I can't knock a nigga for doing exactly what he said he was gonna do, bro. You gotta give a man credit. If a fighter says he's gonna do something, bro, and he's doing it, you gotta salute that shit. Same thing with Benavidez. That's why I was so mad that Benavidez didn't get the Bivol fight. Because Benavidez said, I'm not finna sit around and wait for Canelo to finally make his mind up to fight me, bro. I'm finna go out here and create my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Benavidez did. And Boots Ennis is following that same path. But let's get into this other video real quick before we get up out of here, because I'm finna get ready and get up out of here my damn self, man. I don't want to hold the brothers too much more longer. This is what Eddie Hearn and Boots Ennis had to say post-fight press conference, man.
Because of me, I took less money. I gave Stan more money to fight me,
and that's not
that shows who really wanted to fight.
And that's not what we do or what we want to do. But sometimes as a team, you move forward collectively, and that's why these guys are great to work with. They're chasing greatness. But now, after a performance like that, no, we don't take less money. We take more money. So the other guys have got to, they'll get paid, but they have to show some ambition. It's just money, 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 money. What about trying to be number one in the division? Guys like Brian Norman, these guys, with all due respect to Brian Norman, just boxed for about $150,000 on an undercard of Michaela Meyer against Andy Ryan at the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. We can, if we go back to the Wells Fargo now, to unify again, we will fill the whole place. 18, 19,000, unquestionably. So there's money in the pot, but you've got to show ambition as well.
They don't do nothing but talk.
All they doing is talk.
Social media. They on a social media tour right now. They talking. They trying to build their name up off of me.
They've been doing it. That's what they've been doing.
They're not really about it. If any of y'all in here me 100,000 y'all last fight, and y'all got offered $2 million to fight me, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Y'all gonna fight me, right? Exactly. Yeah, that's closed in the story right there. Closed key.
Talk about that.
Okay,
cooking.
this is another
cooking. Talk about that.
Yeah. Hold on. This is another one right here. I think this from another angle, but I think Eddie said some more stuff.
Listen, I heard that Barrios is talking about fighting Manny Pacquiao. I mean, what's all that about? Right? Brian Norman, for me, I spoke to Bob Arum during the week. He made it clear to me they want to try and make that fight. There's probably close to 10 times the biggest payday of Brian Norman's career to fight Boots Ennis. If you don't want to get in the ring, you might as well retire from the sport, because what's it all about? That kind of payday to fight the very best in the sport and prove yourself as a pound-for-pound great. So stop with Twitter, stop with Instagram, grow a set of balls and come and be in one of the biggest fights in the sport. Wells Fargo, back end of the summer or September or wherever it's going to be when he's ready. Let's make it happen.
So they were talking about Atlanta as a potential...
Fuck it, why? He's just boxed on an undercard in front of about 1,200 people. This guy, you heard what he said, 15,000, 12,000, 9,000 tonight, whatever it was. Come on. No, and that's what I said to those guys last time. Oh, we're not going to Philadelphia. Where do you think the money comes from? You know? So this is not about being disrespectful. But Brian Norman's a great fighter. But don't we want to make great fights for the sport? You know, and like this guy's, he ain't losing at 47. He ain't losing at 54. He ain't losing at 60. Watch what he does over the next few years. He's going through all the divisions.
Yo, Eddie,
That's how you promote your fighter, bro.
Yeah,
Eddie staying on that. See boots on, man. Heavy boots. He's standing all the way on that.
Yeah.
The man's reset.
Yeah. Go ahead, Arthur. Give me your take on what you just heard from Bozy, Boots, and Eddie, man.
Eddie just set the demands right there. You know what I mean? He just gave the King's Party just gave their terms, and it's going down in Philly if you want it. That's what he said pretty much in layman's terms. It's going down at the Wells Fargo Arena if you want it. 19 to 20,000 people, and this is where the money's going to be generated to pay for that Boku bag that you want. That's all. That's it. That's all.
I might have stepped away.
Go ahead, KG. What's your thoughts on what Eddie and Boots and Bozy had to say, bro?
Hey, man. They sound like they're on the same page. You know what I'm saying? When Boots was with Showtime and PBC or however they had that arrangement set up, we never heard, you know what I'm saying, that push. And we had said this before he had signed the Matchroom. Me and our fella that pointed it out. When Eddie had spoke, and we was like, damn, he just did a better job at promoting Boots in 30 seconds than he's ever been promoted coming from out of that, you know what I'm saying, off that side. So Eddie is standing even heavier on it. And if Boots keeps putting on performances like that, that's what's fueling Eddie to say this shit. And we just talked about it on, I can't remember whose show, but we've said it several times. Eddie's been on a losing streak. Eddie's been damn not winning no big fights. Eddie's been looking like this and this damn, you know what I'm saying? So, but Eddie has been still damn keeping on. Eddie said, I'm going to keep trying. And you seen him light up like a kid in a candy store when Boots, you know what I'm saying, stop, stay honest. He jumped in and picked the man up before Bozy had a chance to even do it. That's how excited.
Facts.
That's how excited Eddie was.
You would have thought that was his son.
Yep. Eddie said, man, this is my boxer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You go. Eddie, he got excited. So, of course, he going to talk big shit for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we look for the promoters. Give me the money I'm looking to be made that makes sense. Promote me, put me out here, you know what I'm saying, spread me to the people. And Eddie's look like he don't miss a turn, you know what I'm saying? Especially when the mic is in his face and they're asking him about him. And based off of that performance, Eddie can talk real heavy. Real heavy. So, in my opinion, they don't need to go to nobody's fight because the hunter or competition in hunting has turned into, nigga, y'all need to be definitely hunting me because I got a damn, you know what I'm saying, a target on me bigger than the Target logo. You know
Hold on. Respond to some of these comments real quick. Okay, so Gregory X says today Senior told 78 that they would never offer $2 million. Is Eddie lying? The homie cooking with Sir Senior says Boots talking big after beating a stand in front of you fighter on his new baby come forward. He say Boots talking big after beating a stand in front of you mind on his new baby come forward fighter.
Baby ain't even come yet. Baby
Still,
didn't even come yet.
Still
Baby
there
didn't even
guy in the division, you know what I'm saying? And we always find a way to discount guys, you know what I'm saying? Like we try to say, oh, he wasn't himself. You know what I'm saying? When guys make it look easy. Like when Bud did earlier, say, oh, Earl was this or Earl was that. Now they saying stay on this. Oh, he was thinking about his, you know what I'm saying? And then Marvin had to intervene. Hey man, whatever it is that happened, the man ate and he killed what he ate. You know what I'm saying? The body that was in front of him, he did what he had to do. So if Stay On This wasn't having baby woe problems, or if he was doing a better job at defending the body, it doesn't matter. One or the other, you know what I'm saying? If he had performed better, we would have had a damn fight that lasted longer. It might have went to the cards, but Boots that night looked like every round he was going to kick it up a gear. That's what like it was designed to do, especially if Stay On This wasn't able to keep up with what he was producing. It wasn't the output, but what he was producing. Well, we wasn't able. It wouldn't have made a difference if it was Stay On This, Brian Norman, or Barrios. It wouldn't have made a difference. It could have been damn Ronald McDonald in there. It would have been damn the same damn.
Yeah. Let me say this before I let my brother Act take us home on this. Look, man. Based off what people are saying in the chat and on the internet, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm not in the business of trying to discredit fighters. Sometimes we get caught up in the heat of the moment when we debating or we cooking. But in all honesty, bro, if we just gonna keep it all the way trill and talk boxing, both these guys just came off amazing performances. Brian Norman got a 4th-round knockout against Cuevas. He's a champion. Boots Ennis came off a amazing knockout in 6 rounds, and he beat the champion in Stanionis. And now he's the unified welterweight champion of the world, IBF, WBA, and Ring Magazine. On paper, Boots Ennis is number 1. On paper, Boots Ennis is the A side. On paper, Boots Ennis is the star. That's just the bottom line. He's the A side, fam. When you look at all these different fighters, you look at the landscape of boxing, bro. It's an A side and it's a B side. I hate that it has to be that way, but it's just the politics of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Canelo, he's the A side in every fight he's in. Tank Davis is the A side in every fight he is in, bro. That's just the bottom line. Hell, AJ is still the A side because he commands ticket sales and pay-per-view sales. If AJ fights probably any other guys at heavyweight, bro, he's gonna be the A side, and he's not a champion. Boots Ennis is the champion, and he's the A side. Okay, if you like Brian Norman Jr. more, that's fine. You can like him. I don't care. It's cool with me. But at the end of the day, bro, they're gonna have to come up with a plan and a deal to where both sides are comfortable and it's cool with those terms. That's just the bottom line. So if Eddie Hearn and Team Boots is saying, look, we can do this fight in Philly. I'm gonna give you your highest payday, whether that's $1 million or $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, whatever it is. If Brian Norman is cool with that offer, take the offer. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to take the offer and you choose to go fight the Japanese guy, you know what I'm saying, to get your highest payday and come back to the table with Boots, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But if Boots Ennis decides to fight Barrios next, that's cool. But the deal needs to be worked out, bro. And like Cadillac Red, salute to Red, bro, because he said some of the realest shit on the show today. It's a blueprint on how to make the biggest fight at 147. Earl Spence and T-Bud gave us the blueprint. Well, both of them guys walked away with 8 figures in their pocket. I'm not saying y'all gonna be able to get that much money, but if y'all do this shit right, it could be, damn near close. You know what I'm saying? It might be a high 7-figure payday. It might be an 8-figure payday. But if y'all do this shit right, bro, it can be some money, some life-changing money for the Norman family and the Ennis family. But y'all gotta be willing to work together, fam. The thing about Earl Spence and Crawford, despite what the fans were saying, despite what the media was saying, they came together, bro, and they worked together and they got the deal done. I don't know if Ennis is gonna be so willing and compromised to work with Norman and them. We got to see how this shit play out. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie is telling you what it is. Now, if you don't want to, agree to what Eddie is saying, man, don't be mad when niggas is saying y'all ducking, because that's what's gonna come. That's what's gonna come with it, bro. If Brian Norman and his team don't take that deal, niggas is gonna call him a duck. That's just how boxing work now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence Jr. did make the fight. It seemed like to me that Ennis is trying to make the fight based off what we just seen. It looked like they trying to make the fight, bro. So if they don't want to accept, we gonna see who's a duck and who's not a duck. Act Reacher, man, take us home on this situation, man. You've been talking about this since the beginning of the show, bro. So how you feel about what Eddie, Bozy, and Boo said?
Like I said, just like what it's nothing that odd and KG or you didn't say, Eddie told me, he's happy about his guy. You gotta understand, he's been taking face to Tom Brown since since forever. You know what I mean? So them to actually get that dub over Tom Brown, you know, it's a great feeling probably for Eddie. Because like KG said, he picked him up like that was his son. You know what I'm saying? Bozy ain't even get a chance to get over there yet to congratulate his actual son. And as far as the Brian Norman and Boot situation, you know, congratulations to both of them. They both did have spectacular knockouts. Let's get that out the way. And I think Brian Norman is very talented. He got a lot of power. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose, especially with those type of styles with Boots and Brian Norman Jr. So with that being said, people's talking about this type of offer and people's talking about that type of offer. All right, cool. Y'all didn't get the offer that you wanted the first time. Come back round to the table. What's the problem? Go back into negotiations with them. We remember what happened with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Pacquiao didn't take the 40 mil. And he did the right thing by not doing it, because when he came back around, got like 100 mil and some change.
Right.
60 mil, 80 mil, something like that. You know what I mean? To Floyd's 200. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad if he turned the first deal down, but don't sit here and all of the people that's on the Brian Norman side, don't be talking to me about Boots this and Boots that if they not willing to talk to these people. I don't want to hear it, because I'm gonna keep giving you the same point that I'm giving you now. Like, they ain't even trying to go back and talk to them. So who's really ducking?
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Go back to the table and talk to them. Because I tell you right now, Boots is very confident right now. It's the perfect time to talk to him. Perfect time.
Answer this question, man. This is a good question from the homie Jamal. He said, "Do y'all really think there's going to be anybody that can beat Boots?" That's a great question for you.
I don't think it's going to be at 147. If he do have problems, it's going to start at 154. Because those are dudes closer, near to, you know what I mean, that's built like him. There's a lot of dudes that's built like him. This is where we're going to see if his talent can separate him from those dudes at the 154-pound division. You know, you know what I mean? He's a big welterweight. Brian Norman Jr. is kind of a big welterweight. He just maintains his weight pretty good, just like Boots do. Mario Barrios is a big heavyweight. I mean, welterweight, you know,
Right.
so, you know, it's just,
Who at 154 do you think will give Boots problems? That's what the homie Tody Johnson said.
I think Charles Conwell can. I think Charles Conwell.
Yeah.
I think Charles Conwell can.
Yeah.
I think Virgil put up a good fight. I think Virgil ain't gonna be no easy work. I think Virgil, and y'all know how I feel about Virgil, but you know, I think even the height, reach, and length of Sebastian Fundora will give him problems.
Yeah.
And he's fighting dudes that's, like I said, are bigger, same size and bigger than him. So yeah, it's gonna be some problems there. It's gonna be some problems there. But do I think that he's talented enough to get through it? Yes. I think there's a lot more dudes at 54 that give him problems than 147. I don't really see it. Like, somebody got to really explain it to me. I don't see it.
I think this falls on Boots. You know what I'm saying? So you calling the name and saying who beats Boots? Boots beats Boots. That's who's going to beat him. And the thing is, it's going to be somebody that is not necessarily going to match his athleticism, but it's going to be somebody that catches him in between the show. Like when he's like when he's putting the show on, and it's going to, you know what I'm saying? And if somebody can catch him in between the show, and you can see him lose a step far as not being able to get back to the show, Now he has to actually figure it out, and he starts to look normal. The day he starts to look normal is the day that we're going to, you know what I'm saying, raise those questions. Right now, as long as he stays locked in and he sees the gears that he can change per round, nobody's beating Boots right now. You know what I'm saying? Boots is, like I said, the day that he looks normal, that's the day that he is going to. That's when I'm going to start asking that question.
Right. The homie cooking with Sir Senior says Boots don't like slick fighters or movers. Yeah, I mean he struggles with that style.
But doesn't matter. As long as he's
Yeah.
able to build and he's able to, you know what I'm saying, turn the tone where he gets his off, it ain't gonna make a difference. Like, but he has to. That the show has to completely stop, and Boots is going to, like, when he looks normal, where he has to. All right, now he stayed in this stance and throwing a jab, and now he's being forced to go to this stance type shit. That's when those questions are going to come to me. Until that day happens, nobody's going to beat Boots right now.
Right. Yeah, man. It's listen, man. Boxing is very, very spectacular right now, man. It's a lot of different variables. It's a lot of different storylines. It's a lot of great up and coming fights and potential fights and what's next. We got so many things cracking in boxing, man, and Boots is at the forefront of that. Like I say, I don't want to discredit Boots. I'm not gonna discredit B Norman. We'll get into that at a later date in time because we got to see how the negotiations fall. You know, we're gonna see if Brian Norman is gonna be willing to negotiate with Boots, and we got to see, you know, if Boots is gonna be willing to negotiate with Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? In order for that fight to come to fruition, both guys have to come to the table and work everything out. I think Top Rank looking for a network for a home in the up and coming months is going to be a very interesting variable. We got to see how that play out. Is Top Rank going to go to PBC and fight on Amazon Prime? Is they going to go to the Zone and fight, you know, some of the Matchroom fighters? Is they gonna fight some of the Golden Boy fighters? Is they gonna be fighting on Rider Season with Turk? I mean, it's so many variables in boxing right now. Where we gotta see how this plane land, man. We don't know where we gonna land at. You know what I'm saying? But we flying to the destination. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, we do got fights next week coming up. Let me pull up this fight card for the US6 fight pool real quick before we get up out of here, because I don't want to keep talking about Brian Norman and Boots Ennis, because we'll be in here another 2 hours talking about this shit. So like I say, we got Fundora, we got Ben Whitaker versus Cameron, and we also got, like y'all see on my thumbnail, we got Charles Conwell coming back next week as well. That's another player at 154 that y'all do need to keep your eyes out on. He is fighting on the Fundora undercard. He's the co-main event, and we're gonna be pushing for our brother Charles Conwell to get his title shot, to get his opportunity, you know, to get a belt strapped up across his waist. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's our guy. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, real slick, man. All fella, go ahead and present the next week fight cards, man, and give me your thoughts on Charles Conwell and what made you put Ben Whitaker and Cameron as one of the fights for next week to pick.
Originally this fight was scheduled as a 12-round fight.
Mm-hmm.
2, it's a main event.
Okay.
So it was kind of fitting definitely the criteria of a pick 'em, even though it lacks that major championship belt. However, this fight has now been reduced to a 10-round fight, which favors Ben Whitaker. But this fight, to me, even though that some might raise their eyebrow at it, why are we picking it? This is a difficult fight to pick.
Yeah, because this the fight where Ben Whitaker got thrown out the ring or some shit like that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the one where, well, I don't know if he got thrown out of the ring
he
or
got
if he
knocked
thrown
down
himself.
and he faked the injury because he was about to go.
Yeah.
He was about to go. I'm gonna keep it a sec. I
Yeah,
watched
That's
that.
what it.
He
That's
was
what it
about
was.
to go. He was
there was a
about
lot
to
of
go.
acting going on. There's definitely a lot of acting going on. So,
Okay.
and he's been reluctant, and there seemed to be some reluctancy to get this fight, this rematch going. They finally got it. He messed up by signing the 12-round contract. Somehow, hopefully Cameron got some more money out of it. Because they had to double back and agree to a 10-round contract. So yeah, this is where we stand with this fight. Ben Whitaker,
What
aka
network?
Ben
What
Whitaker.
network? What network this on?
This is Ben Salone Boxer. So Sky Sports, NBC, Peacock
Peacock.
Network. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Peacock.
I got Peacock, so we'll be able to watch it. Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be a difficult fight for week 4. And of course we have the undisputed champion in Gabriela Fundora making a 16th fight, and I think her second defense of the undisputed against the deal, who's also undefeated. I'm gonna have to do my homework on her, but I don't think she has much of a chance against Gabriela Fundora. But it's gonna be, to me, determining if it's gonna be a decision or what round Fundora is gonna stop the deal in. But yeah, I think that second fight, Whitaker Cameron, is gonna be the toughest fight for everybody to pick.
Yes, sir. KG, give me your thoughts, man. How you feel about next week pick'ems? And we got Conwell on the undercard of Fundora, man. How you feeling about this next week's fights?
What was the last fight you just said?
Charles Conwell on the Fundora undercard, and we got
Okay. Ben Whitaker, ain't that what we called him?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, I got to see what these betting odds is on this one. See if I can catch that round. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to catch this one with the actual, you know what I'm saying, pick. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's like I said, it's an iffy fight. And then Shorty Girl, what you call it?
Sweet Poison.
Sweet Poison. Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be a good one or not, but at the same time, we gonna be here for it because I actually like, you know what I'm saying, little Gabriela Fundora as a fighter. So yeah, I think we got something good. And Charles Conwell, everybody been talking about you, man. So it'd behoove you to make a statement, because if you don't, then you know what I'm saying, it's gonna just water you back down again. You know what I'm saying? And 5 gonna have some more to hang over you because you ain't overly performed like you should. So it behoove you, like I said, just know it ain't no pressure, and it ain't no stress that you ain't never had. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we've been talking. You know what I'm saying, a lot of people been talking you up. So I ain't gonna say don't make us look bad, but you know what I'm saying, do yourself, you know what I'm saying, some justice and go out here and dominate, you know what I'm saying, and don't just compete. Step on buddy with both feet.
I like that, boy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all niggas been cooking with these bars, man. Goddamn. Okay, K, my boy came in with that one liner, man. Bars, nigga. Hey, man, give me your thoughts on next week's pick'ems, man. How you feel about your boy Bad News Conwell coming back as well, bro?
Man, I'm real happy, to see him back. He co-maining the youngest champion in boxing right now, Gabriella. We know what she does and what she brings to the table, but I'm really excited about seeing Charles Conwell, and who else? Ben Whitaker and
Cameron.
Homeboy and Cameron. Yeah. Yo, Steels. I'm not mad at Steels for making this a pick 'em, because this is one of those ones where you could easily lose a point. So I'm not mad. I'm glad that he ain't make it easy, because this week was kind of an easy one. I guess Ben Whitaker may have learned from his mistakes. I thought he was overexerting himself the last fight. That's what led to disaster. What's that? What was that album Busta had Steals? When Disaster Strikes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. So he gonna have to play it smart, man. He gonna have to play it smart. I think Cameron's gonna be even more dangerous this fight, and he's gonna have to. I don't know who I'm gonna pick, bro.
Me
I'm
neither.
gonna have to watch the last fight.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna have.
neither, bro.
I'm gonna have to watch that joint a few times.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Ian
my homework.
Cameron now has Andy Lee as his trainer as well for this fight.
Ooh, shit. Yeah,
Tyson
and he
Fury
wanted.
press.
Yeah, he one of them top trainers over there in Europe. Okay. Oof. Yeah, this gonna be hard, bro. I say this, man. All fella know what the fuck he be doing, man. Fundora is dangerous. She actually can fucking knock you out. She's actually one of the female boxers that can on some Senicia Estrada shit. Like if she catch you, you know what I'm saying, with a punch that you don't see coming, bro, she could put your ass on a t-shirt. Sweet poison is definitely dangerous. Don't let the you know the nice face fool you. You know what I'm saying? She's a killer. You know what I'm saying?
She look like a little geek.
Yeah. Don't let bro. Don't let them glasses and shit fool you, man. Being Whitaker, being Quittaker, you don't notice, homeboy. You don't notice. You know, cause you been going hella viral. You know, in the algorithm, like boys is posting you, and you one of them guys, man. You another one that like to showboat and dance and Harlem shake and do the drunk man. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Augustus and shit like that. Yeah, I see you. You on the clock though, homie. Don't shit the bed twice, man. Cause Whitaker, Shittaker, yes, better get that win, man. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Conwell, man, I'm gonna say this. Don't go out here looking bad, man, and then all your fans be acting sad. Cause we're gonna have a conversation next Sunday. Y'all already know how I do. We're gonna bring everything to the forefront. We ain't ducking no smoke. We having a tough, uncomfortable conversations, whether one of our fighters look good, they look bad. We're gonna have that conversation. And I'm gonna be looking forward to all of the Conwell fans, Conno, Act, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be looking forward. I know Shawa probably will be watching the replay. I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing y'all come next week. You know what I'm saying? Like all fella and Act, you know what I'm saying? They double team me, and KG had to come in and give his 1-2. You know what I'm saying? If 154 is one of the best divisions, man, Conwell, man, hold that 154 division on your back, bro, and show people that you can't be denied, bro. This is your opportunity. You got a lot of people that's backing you, man. And like KG said, KG, what you said? What was the one liner you said? Say it again, bro.
Oh, I say he ain't come out here to compete, man. He come out here to dominate. You got to make sure he step on Buddy with both feet, man.
Step on Buddy with both feet, man. You can't come out here and not compete. You know what I'm saying? You got to step on dude with both feet. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Bro said, like that was a hell of a one-liner. And I'm definitely gonna clip that for sure. And I'm gonna say this, man. The pick'ems is finna get very, very interesting. Starting in May, it's gonna get very interesting. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. We got a lot of fights in May. We may not, it may not be as packed as we want it to be come April, but in May, all that complaining and crying y'all been doing. Oh, can we add this fight? Can we add this fight? I want y'all to have that same energy in May, because it's gonna get very, very interesting. But once again, man, this has been Usual Suspect Sunday. I am your host, 503 Lineman, Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment. This is my family right here, my brothers, my crew, man, the usual suspects. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. I had my brother KG join the show. I had Act join the show. I had All Fella join the show, the co-host. I had my brother Cadillac Red pull up on us, man. I wish Stay Ready would have came so we could have formed Voltron. But I know my brother Stay Ready, probably, you know what I'm saying, doing some other things. So it's cool. Much love to my brother Stay Ready, man. And yeah, man, we are the usual suspects. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, smash the like button, get in the comment section. If you missed the show, I will be posting the shorts throughout the week. So be on the lookout for the shorts. They will be going up. Regular other videos will be going up with the hot boxing topics. I had some more hot boxing topics that I wanted to get to today. I did want to talk about Tank, but I don't really want to, you know, I don't want the show to go over. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Drew Titan and Bronx on Deck, Strong House, they about to do their thing if they not already live right now. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We had a bunch of new people I ain't never seen before pop up. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe to me, Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment. Subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing, Bullshit on the Beltways. We will be getting that show tomorrow. Subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, man, Acting R show. That's every Saturday morning, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock East Coast time, man. You know what I'm saying? We the usual suspects, man. That's really all I got. KG, let me get some last words from you, my brother. Let the people know what you got cooking.
It's another good one, man. Per the usual. And this was a good one because I got to talk about two of the fighters that I actually like and show people that there's no feelings with this. I am not torn. I'm able to make a decisive decision, you know what I'm saying, and still make money in the process. But like I said, it's been a good one. I'm looking forward to see how this week's usual suspect fight pool league swings, because it will swing. The pendulum will swing once again. We might see a new number one. Might see a new number 13. You know what I'm saying? Because Mr. Mike he gonna work his way up out of there. I got faith in him. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the chat, the longtime supporters and the new faces that we seen in. You know what I'm saying? Come in. I ain't gonna say wipe your shoes. Just come in and understand what we talking about before you start talking, because we don't want to just shoot your head off. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to just come in spewing about white women and shit. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm everywhere. Y'all see me tomorrow bullshitting on the Beltway tomorrow. Me, Cadillac Red, and the usual suspects. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And throughout the week, I don't know. You might see me Wednesday. You might not. You might see me on Thursday with 5. You might not. You know what I'm saying? You might see me on Get It Off Your Chest. You know what I'm saying? This week. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know until you know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, real quick, man. Let me run my little promo real quick, man. Find a boxer. Please go buy a box, man. Cash App usual 50/50, $ usual 50/50, man. One box is $10, man. It's a guarantee $240 if all boxes are bought. 1 in 48 odds of you winning. Like I say, we got to get these boxes filled up. Salute to all fellas, salute to Shower, salute to me, man.
He got boxes. You know who else got boxes?
Who?
I got 2 boxes.
Okay. We got a little update. We got an update. Okay.
I just got them while we was on the show. You know what I'm saying? I said, no.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get me a couple of them joints too. So salute to everybody, man. Like I say, man, if y'all new to the channel, we got games, we got find the boxes, we got 50/50 draw. I'm gonna let all fella cook on the 50/50 draw, but this right here will be presented on Usual Suspect Sundays, man. Find a boxer, like I say, buy a box, man. We looking for the big fish. One of these missing boxes has the big fish in them, and if you so happen to purchase that box for $10, it's a guaranteed $240 if all 48 boxes are bought, and the other half of the 240 will go to the LDBC meet and greet. That is 4 months away in Las Vegas. We will be out there. You know what I'm saying? Representing, you know, the usual suspects and, of course, the LDBC. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're a boxing fan, man, if you love, you know, boxing talk and just, sports talk, man, and just overall, genuine, real ones. You know what I'm saying? This is the place for you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, find a boxing game. Y'all be sure to go cop that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's only $10, man. $10 can get you 240. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and try to flip your money, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of people out here that's been going crazy. Salute to D Man, salute to Tay. You know what I'm saying? It's been some shit going on. Salute to my boy Coach Harrison, Coach 67 Sports, man. He doing this thing over there too. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jerry Green, man. So yeah, y'all be sure to go buy them boxes, man. Act, man. Let me get your last, my boy. What we got coming up? We got Comic Cons, John Wick versus James Bond, Act and our show.
Yeah,
What we doing?
That's a little sneak dish to KG. Me and KG was on the phone for like 2 hours arguing. It was a good conversation. I could have made that. I honestly could have made that and uploaded that conversation, and that would have entertained y'all for like a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? KG had me rolling. I was just trying to hold it in. You know what I mean? I didn't want to tell him that on the phone. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna just be talking. This is just gonna be a discussion and see what the people think. We ain't gonna actually do it yet. I don't know. I gotta get a right day for KG. Plus, I think I would have to do that on Jab Jamboree because I know KG gonna go in.
Send the paperwork, man. Send the
He said send the
paperwork.
paperwork. He need a term sheet. I thought we were supposed to have the press conference tonight.
We can do that too, man.
Versus John Wick. I thought we was going. You need the paperwork for that too. It's in the
Yeah,
contract.
hold on. What's the criteria for this shit? Because if we just going off straight action, I think
this is accident fucking damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. Look, I'm the visitor. You see what I'm saying? I'm going off with heat, and I got to try to beat this motherfucker.
So there's if you looked at what happened with Tay 5, Tay and Derek Gaines had a classic. They did Superman versus Century. And basically it's rounds. You got to do the background story, you got to do the abilities, and then you got to pick your opponent's weaknesses. And then the fourth round is, why your person overall will win. So that's the whole thing. You just got to do your homework and research. But yeah, that's what I got going on Comic Cons tonight. We just gonna be discussing the spectacle of that happening, and just talking about those two great characters in general. And then y'all could also catch me on Saturdays on the Ack and Odd, man. You know what I'm saying? The Ack and Odd show been real fun lately. Y'all come over there, man, if y'all want to learn about these divisions. We just did the 160-pound division. It's very educational. You know what I mean? Saturday mornings, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m., maybe 11-ish sometimes if my alarm don't go off. But most of the time it's 10:30 in the morning, man. So
I was looking for you. I had to call. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I mean? I had just woke up right when you called me. I just had woke up, but washed my face off, brushed my teeth and stuff. I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? My alarm did not go off, or either I slept through it. That don't really happen. I'm a light sleeper, but I don't know. But yeah, man, salute, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, Jab Jamboree and Comic Cons, man. Y'all go check us out tonight at 9:00.
Okay. Yeah, man. Salute to Ack and Odd show. Like I say, one of the best weekend shows, Saturday morning shows in boxing talk in the community. Very, very educational. It definitely gives you insight. It informs you on the landscape of the division, whatever divisions we talking about. You know what I'm saying? It gives you some insight on what's to come and what's really going on in these divisions. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Ack and All for that. All fella, go and close us out, man. And once again, let the people know about the 50-50 draw as well, man.
Indeed. Once again, we got a plethora of games going on here with the usual suspects, and all for the benefit, as well as for the LDBC meet and greet. The other game we got going on is the 50-50 draw, where you buy your tickets and you get a chance to win half the pot You know what I mean? And the next drawing is coming up this Friday. Of course, we announced the winning ticket on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure y'all subscribe to Supreme Beats Boxing Talk. You know what I mean? If you're definitely interested in getting into the drawing, just subscribe just anyway. You know what I mean? Nonetheless. But yeah, tickets are on sale. 1 ticket for $10, 3 tickets for $20, and 10 tickets is $50. How to get the money or how to send the money? Just Cash App $usual 5050. That's Cash App $usual 5050, and we'll confirm that your ticket sent. Make sure you send your name as well as your email address and or IG account, and we'll get your ticket numbers to you. Once again, Friday's drawing will be going down 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beats Boxing Talk.
Yes, sir. On that note, man, we're gonna get up out of here. Much love to the chat, much love to everybody that tuned in today. Like I say, if you're a new subscriber, you new person watching the show, man, be sure to check us out. We go live every Sunday at 3:00 Central. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. This is the podcast. This is the recap, all boxing, everything boxing, all latest and greatest news. You know what I'm saying? And we will be back next week to cover whatever we missed. We're gonna get into a whole lot more come next week, man. You know what I'm saying? So much love to the chat, much love to the whole entire boxing community, and much love to the usual suspects, man, because we definitely boots on the ground with this shit, man. So y'all be sure to tap in with us tomorrow, bullshitting on the Beltway. Tonight, Comic-Cons, you know what I'm saying, with Ack and KG. You know what I'm saying? We got some good content coming for y'all. Be sure to check us out as well. Ack and R show Saturday morning, 10 o'clock East Coast time. And on that note, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Deuces.
Y'all know what it is. It's the Usual Suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $usual 5050. Tickets on sale for $10 for 1, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LBBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LBBC, and remember,
it's a Usual Suspect day.